rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
rumble! Yeah. What's going on, family? Stuff by Coach Malachi in the building. Let me make sure y'all can hear me before we get to talking. Go to audio. Okay, look like everything is hooked up to the roadcaster. All right, that sounds good over there on that channel. Let me check the other channel. I need to start back going live on Facebook. I haven't been going live on Facebook in a while because Facebook be tripping. They be tripping sometimes. No, it wasn't Facebook. It was Instagram. Instagram be the one that be tripping. Facebook and Instagram is the same shit because both of them, the same company own them. So Facebook own Instagram. They bought that company years ago from the owner. So anyway, man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Shit, I'm trying to see. I spoke to quite a few people today. I got a couple of interviews I'm trying to get. Matter of fact, I don't want to say it out loud. Matter of fact, yeah, I can say it out loud. No, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. Cause niggas be hating. This shit right here on boxing. Let me tell y'all something about this boxing shit. You know, it depends. Like if you're not one of the big channels who been around for a long time. What? The fuck is this? Pay overtime. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what the fuck. I'm looking at someone. Yeah, it be all kind of shit be going on. I mean, I kind of like, I'm out the way. I kind of like stay out. I'm out the way. I ain't in nobody's way or nothing like that. I stay out of nigga way. I ain't, you know what I mean? I don't get close to these cats like that. I kind of keep everything at a distance. You know what I mean? So I think that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it because, I ain't, we team fought the other side, so we ain't trying to. You get what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be buddy like that because I know how dudes is. They'll be making videos. They'll be friends with you today and making videos about you tomorrow. That's how this works. That's how I've been since I've been on YouTube. So I already know how they get down. Anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. What's going on, Daniel? Daniel in the building. Let's see who all I see. Let's talk to the family. Let's see who all I see. Shit. Talk to the family right quick. I got a lot of shit going on. Turn this up a little bit. Let's see. Shout out to Hollow Davis in the other chat, Green Eyes P in the other chat. Let's see what we got going on over here. We got two chats going on YouTube, and then we got Instagram. No, then we got X as well. So okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Big Stoff's in the building. Big Stoff's, what's going on, fam? Shit, if ain't nobody. Hold on, let me see what's up. Yo, what's going on with you, fam? Hey, I'm good, man. Hey, I'm live on air right now, fam. I'm about to call you back. All right. Hey, Jaleel, what's going on with you? Hey, yeah, man, I see you buying Benzes now. You know, I'm like, dang, fam, you know, you can't be doing that. You know they're gonna be coming out the woodworks asking you to let a nigga hold some now. No, I just fucking with you. Look at man. Nah, you know, I'm just saying, you know how motherfuckers is now. They think you got something, boy. They coming, but look, man, I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad you went and snatched that, man. You know, just you got a good team, you got a good advisor and ish. Just keep I gotta get you back on the show too, man. You got a good dude, man. That Ish a good guy. Tell you. No, for sure, man. You know, just let me know, let my dad know. Yeah, I just spoke to him today. You know, I just spoke to your dad today, man. So I got to get you on here tomorrow because we got to talk about your fight, and I need to know. You know, I was trying to get you before you had the fight, but I know you told me that they didn't really, you wasn't at liberty to say anything about the Zuffa situation, and then next thing I know, I found out about the Zuffa situation like a few days later, and then a week or so later, you fighting. It was crazy how that played out. You know, they announced it, and then days later, we was fighting. Yeah. Yeah, so, we definitely sit down and chop it up. Just let me know when. All right, tomorrow. I want to get you on the show tomorrow. Yes, sir. All right, I hit you in the morning. All right, sir. All right. Yeah, I got a couple of guys I'm trying to get on. That was Jaleel Hackett right there. I'm getting Jaleel on. Then I got a couple of guys I'm trying to get on right now. I just got out the guy who called before Jaleel, that was Frank Martin's manager. So I'm trying to make something happen with that. Trying to get somebody else on. I don't want to say his name because I know if I say his name, oh, them niggas are gonna be hating. Oh my God, they're gonna be hating. They're gonna be like, no, don't go on this show. Don't go on this show because of this and because of that. Yeah, they're gonna be hating hard. I'm like, nah. You gotta sneak through the back door. You gotta sneak through the back door on these niggas. Literally. You gotta sneak through the back door. You get what I'm saying? I be knowing how this shit. I know how this shit work. Been doing this shit a long time. Anyway, but not a long time, 5 years. But 5 years, I learned enough. I know I know who's who, how they operate. Trust me. Anyways, shout out to Chris. He said, never let him know your next move, coach. No, I know. I'm not. I agree with that, Chris. No, I'm not. You can't do that. You can't do that. Anyway. Shout out to Sylvester. He say Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Pat confirmed for Vegas. Oh, okay. You must know something I don't know. You must know something I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. You probably got some information. I don't know. I don't know. If it is, I don't know anything about it. You send me some receipts on or drop a link. Let me know where it's confirmed at. I haven't seen it. Shout out to Jamie in the building. Let's see. We got Chris Legg. We got Fight Side TV. Fight Side. What's up, fam? Fight Side, hold on. Fight Side, what's been up, fam? Yeah, man. Fight Side over there, man. Hold on, let me see what's up. I see Fight Side. I see you had done went live. I see you had done went live for the Carissa Shields fight. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sitting there looking, I'm sitting there multitasking as always, dude. Y'all know me. I be multitasking like a motherfucker. I got motherfuckers sending me messages. Oh, okay, cool. All right, Mike Carpenter. All right, somebody, hey, good looking out. Somebody just sent it to me on Instagram. I didn't know nothing about it. This got to be new, because I just got this shit. He said Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao Jr. rematch is being planned for September with the Sphere in Las Vegas being looked as a possible venue. Okay, so it's being planned. So somebody said it's confirmed. Okay. All right. So that's not confirmed. Yeah, man. He said trying to grind, fam. He said y'all decided to go live for the fight, fam. Yeah, I would have went live, but he say Floyd versus Pac both broke. I mean, when you damn near 50 and you coming out of retirement to box, of course you broke. I mean, who does that at 50? I mean, bro, just look at history. Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis. When Joe Louis came back out of, I think he came out of retirement to fight Rocky Marciano, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but I think because Rocky didn't fight Joe Louis in his prime. He fought Joe Louis after, I think Joe had retired and came back or some of that sort. I'm not sure. Hey, Bruce, what Bruce Gas at? Bruce Gas probably know. He said, shout out to Jamie Vasquez, dropping that $250 super chat. He said, how lucky are we to have Big Rolo and Ryan as world champions in our era? Bro, fam. Y'all heard what Jamie said. He said, how lucky are we to have Big Rolo and Ryan Garcia as world champions in our era in the same weight division? Lord have mercy. Bro, I didn't even think about that till you just said it. It's like the way you put it. It's like the way you put it. Fail. Hey, cut credit. Say, Joe, they gonna cut credit. Hey, there you go. Hold on, wait, they gonna cut credit. He said, yo, Joe Louis was 137 years old when he walked. I guess he's trying to say when he walked Rocky Marciano. I guess you're trying to say when he fought Rocky Marciano. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, look here. We don't want to hear nothing about no Rocky Marciano, man. We don't want to hear nothing about no Rocky Marciano. I'm telling you that right now. We don't want to hear nothing about it. You get what I'm saying? Nothing.
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Joe Louis was 75 years old. Hey, you know what they say? They say that's a coping mechanism right there. Joe Louis was 75 years old. You get what I'm saying? Oh man, anyway. Yeah, you know what I mean? Joe was 75, in the old folks' home, in a wheelchair with arthritis in both of his knees on crutches at the time. With and you know how we do, we gotta, dog, you know Joe Louis in a wheelchair on crutches now. A wheelchair on crutches? Yeah. See what he was now. He in the wheelchair and he rolling with one arm, and then he got the holding the crutch in the other arm, and he like roll, crutch, put the crutch down. You know what I mean? He needed a crutch that helped him roll around in the wheelchair. Then what happened was they rolled him to the ring. Then they took some Bengay. They had Bengay back then. You know that, right? Put some Bengay on his knees and let it sit there and soak a little bit, like before in the locker room. When they put his gloves on and stuff, and then Joe Louis didn't even have to weigh in. They say, it don't matter what you weigh, Joe, don't worry about it. We just need to get you in the ring. They paid him a couple $. Then, then by the time they rolled him out, the Bengay had them got nice and warm, and then he was able to, stand up on his knees without the cracks and the pops and stuff you be hearing, your bone be popping. That's how. Hey, motherfucker, me. Hey, that shit don't count. It really don't count. It really don't count. What Rocky Marciano did, it really don't count. It really don't count. You get what I'm saying? That man was too old, man. The man was 72 years past his prime. Anyway, yeah, man. Hey, anyway, yeah, they say Rocky Marciano cried after that. They say Rocky Marciano cried. That's what they say. Rocky Marciano. They say Rocky Marciano, Joe Louis was his hero. But Joe needed money, man. Joe owed the IRS. Joe had you know what I mean? Very similar to what Floyd going through. He owed motherfuckers. He had to come back out, start fighting, man. And guess what? They didn't really have no exhibition. He had to get in there and fight a live dog. What Joe Louis did was the equivalent of someone coming out of retirement, an old fighter coming out of retirement. I think he was on like 4 years older than Rocky Marciano, something like that, 4 or 5, something like that. But cause I think Rocky Marciano started boxing late. I think he started boxing in his 20s, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but I think in his 20s. I think he turned pro like 21, 22, somewhere up in there. Anyways, but yeah, man, Joe, shit, Joe needed some bread, and he had that was, you got to get in there and fight. He had to fight a live dog though. He had to fight a live dog. You know what I mean? Like Like I be sitting back looking at a lot of this shit. That's why I say a lot of circumstances that those fighters had to go through in that time. These fighters are nowhere near going through those type of circumstances. So, you know, and they be crying. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not bad. Now it ain't nowhere near as bad as it was. Nowhere near. Like now, a fighter literally in today's time really don't have nothing to complain about. What you complaining about? You know what I mean? Now, of course, there's the politics that go on as it relates to, you know, if you're fighting for a certain title and you're not, don't have any association really, or you're not a part of the plan of that sanctioning body, or you're fighting a fighter that's with a promotional company that he's a house fighter, you're not the house fighter. So you're going to get things like, you know, you beat a motherfucker ass 10 rounds to 2 and they end up in a draw. Or, you know what I mean? Like a Pernell Whitaker Chavez. Or, you know, you beat the motherfucker ass 8-4 and it's a draw because they don't gave him 2 rounds already. They don't give him 2 rounds already. Okay, now you first go in there, you up 2-3 rounds. So all you really got to win is 3. Win 3 rounds, and he can beat you 9 rounds to 3. Don't even worry about it, dog. Hold on, no, he can't beat you 9 rounds to 3. Let me see. We don't gave you 2 already. I tell you what, we gonna give you 3 rounds already. You gonna be up 3-0 on an unofficial scorecard. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We don't fill our cards out already. We gave you the first 3 rounds. All you gotta do just don't get knocked down the first 3 rounds, and then make it to the 12th round, and we gonna somehow figure out a way to make it do what it do. True. Yeah. That still goes on today in boxing. That still goes on today. That's why I be like, you know, I'm sitting back looking at how Mauricio Sulaiman moving. Like, dude, you don't see none of the sanctioned bodies act like him. Like, he act like he a promoter. He act like he a father figure. He act like he a manager. He act like he the agent. Like, bro, I've never seen his daddy didn't do this. Jose didn't do this shit. Mauricio be doing, and Jose was a scumbag. R.I.P. to him. Jose was a scumbag, but Mauricio is way worse than his daddy. I'm like, damn, boy, he taking it to a whole nother level. Goddamn Mauricio do, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, Mauricio a motherfucker, man. You know, I'm like, man, you might as well just make that belt for you and your people. Just that belt, that WBC belt, that's you and your people. But I ain't got no problem with it myself. Cause I'm not the type of guy that's going to complain about what another motherfucker have. If that's his company, that's his tool, that's his tool that his company make, you got a right to do whatever you want to do. I'm never going to be like, oh man, why you won't let me play with your toys? No, I'm going to go get my own shit. See, that's what we do. That's what we do from a historical standpoint. Okay, if a motherfucker don't want to, you know, we going to create our own shit. That's now this era ain't built like that. This era ain't really built like that. You get what I'm saying? This era here is more, it's more watered down, more fugazi. It is what it is. I don't have any expectations of probably 99.999% of any of these fighters like that. It's just a different era. Niggas doing good right now. They eating good. They eating crab shalal, you know, spaghetti and meatballs now. You know, they eating caviar. So right now, these dudes is good. These dudes is good. You get what I'm saying? And the pain said, you never see the guys from the other sanctioned bodies. You want to know why? Because the guys from the other sanctioned body don't want to be famous. They don't want to be famous. Mauricio Sulaiman want to be all he is the Diddy of boxing. He want to be all in the videos, singing, dancing. You know, he making now he making change now. They say he don't hooked up what the boy name? What the boy named Jacob the Jeweler? What the little Chinese boy named, the Korean boy named down in Texas? What they call him, Johnny? What the little Asian dude? I don't know exactly where he from. What the little Asian dude that be making all the jewelry, the grills and ice, all that fake shit? Them niggas be buying in Texas. All the rappers, not Texas, but all the rappers be buying. What the dude named Johnny Chain? What his name? Johnny Chain? What the dude named Johnny Chain? Hong Kong Fooey? What his name is? Say Johnny Dang. Johnny Dang? You mean like Dang? You sold me some fake shit? Shout out to Don DeMarco. DeMarco, do you mean like dang, this shit fake? You mean like that? Or dang, you sold me this Fugazi chain? Or dang, you taxing me? Man, dang, you told me this was real ice, this cubic zirconia. Dang, this ain't real ice, this moissanite. Dang, this chain, you bought this chain from Temu and you sold it to me for $100,000, but you got it off of Temu for $15. Do you mean like that, Johnny Dang? Listen, I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. You know what I mean? If you got some dumb niggas that's gonna pay you the money to buy that shit, sell it to them. I ain't mad at it. It's America. It's America, fam. It's America. You know what I mean? It's America. You know what I mean? It's capitalism at its best. I ain't mad at your shit. You got it's called supply and demand. If there's a demand for your shit and you can supply it to them. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out, listen, shout out, man. Shout out to Antoine, Elliot. Elliot, what's going on, fam? Hey, what did it say? Dang it, got me again. Pause. Hey, you know what? You ain't got to say pause, man. You know what? I'm gonna tell you, cause listen, I'm gonna tell you why. That's some New York shit. Yeah, you know, again, I keep saying it myself. That's a New York thing. They say that because, again, realistically, and we being honest, shout out to No Fuss Given, and shout out to Bishop Bullwaker. And we being honest, prior to Dame Daz, who popularized pause, prior to that, motherfucker knew what you were talking about. Like it's like Paul. That's some old New York nigga shit. That's some shit some old niggas from New York came up with. We ain't really got nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? That's their thing, right? I ain't knocking. They let New York do their thing, right? But when I think about it, I say, you know what, fam? I feel so comfortable with my own manhood that really I shouldn't like my nigga. If that's what you thinking, if I say some shit and you say it seems suspect to you, then that tells me that's where your mind is at. Because when I think about this, I thought about it, right? I said, actuality, fam, two men talking to each other, it's just certain shit that's understood that don't need to be said. Nigga, if you know I ain't on no Fugazi shit, and I know you ain't on no Fugazi shit, then whatever you say, you know, I do not automatically interpret it as being suspect because you're a grown-ass man. We ain't on that. True. Yeah, we ain't on that. And what it say? He said, I watch too much Cam and May show. Yeah, that's a New York thing. Them niggas in their 50s still talking about this shit. I just thought about that shit. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, man, I ain't on that. I ain't got to say, listen, if that's where your mind going at, fam, then that's on you. That's between you and your sexual insecurities. I ain't talking about my man, Mr. Ham, but I'm talking about New York. That's between New York and they sexual insecurities. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Now, I said what I said. If that's the way you're interpreting it, then that's on you, shit. Yeah, I'm a grown ass. I'm too old for that shit. Nigga, fuck pause. Fuck pause and no Diddy. Nigga, I said what I said. I didn't know. However you interpret it, that's on you. You get what I'm saying? Hey, what it say? He said, I don't speak with gay intentions. What I do with that? He said, shout out to Warren told me. He said, I don't speak with gay intentions. Facts. Let's give Warren a round of applause. He said, you got to say no Diddy on some things, though, or at least no Epstein Island. No. You got to say that. You got to say that. You get what I'm saying? You got to say that because that's your insecurities. I ain't got a grown ass man. To be honest with you, fam, let's just be honest. A grown man ain't got to say no Diddy or pause on nothing. Not a grown man. Because a grown man, when I'm thinking about, I was talking to my cousin, right? I said, you know what, this some old dumbass shit, man. Like, we've been talking like this for years, and ain't nobody said none of this shit. Now, if you're talking to a punk or someone that, you know, got a little sugar in their tank, then that's something different. But I'm like, dude, you know, not like fam, like, nah. Nothing. Me and my niggas don't talk like, we don't get down like that. Like, we wouldn't even say that shit. Just thought about that. Cause guess what? We ain't getting down like that. That's between you and your people. If you feel insecure, then that's on you. You feel like you need to say that, say it because that's dealing with your insecurities. Yeah, I'm in my 50s. I ain't got time for that shit. I just thought about that shit. I ain't saying that shit no more. I thought about it, right? I say, why am I adopting what niggas in New York say? I'm not from New York. That shit came from Harlem. That's some Harlem shit. That's Dame Dash and them shit. I ain't from Harlem. My granddad is from Harlem, but I ain't from Harlem. That's some Harlem shit. Let them niggas have that. You know what I mean? So anyway, shout out to them boys, but yeah, I ain't fuck all that. Anyway, who should Ryan Garcia fight next after winning the title from Mario Barrios. Should he fight Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson? Now that the Ryan Garcia has beaten Mario Barrios for the WBC title, you know, and I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm kind of happy that Ryan Garcia, even though he racist and shit, I don't like, he's a racist and a bigot, and I don't like him. And I'm the type of dude like this here. I'm not going to jump on a nigga bandwagon because he's a popular fighter and other big YouTube channels like him. Fuck the YouTube channels that like him, and fuck Ryan Garcia. And what I mean by that is no disrespect to those boys, but what I'm saying is I'm not going to conform to getting on board because that's the popular thing to do. That's what casuals do. I'm not a casual. I'm not here to casually ride the wave. I ride my own wave. This True Media podcast, we don't do that. Yeah, we don't do that over here. You don't do that over here. We don't do that. We called it the way we see it. It was fuck Ryan Garcia before he finally won a belt, and it's fuck him now. Ain't nothing changed. Fuck him, fuck his mammy, fuck his daddy, fuck his brothers, fuck Mauricio Sulaiman, and anybody who fuck with him. True. If you want to leave the show, you can right now because I do not give a fuck about Ryan Garcia. I'm just telling you right now. Not here to pander to his fangirls in order to get subscribers. I don't need your subscribership. I don't need you. Remember that. I didn't need you then, don't need you now. I was shitting on you then, and I'm wiping my ass with you now. Nothing has changed. True. Nothing has changed. Okay? Anyways, now that Ryan Garcia has beaten Mario Barrios for Mauricio Sulaiman's WBC title, fans are asking who Ryan Garcia will fight next. Here's Ryan's options. Just want to throw that out there. See, I got to throw that. Matter of fact, let me pull up my motherfucking commandment. I ain't put the commandments up in a long time. Been a long time. I got them. I'm gonna pull them up. Been a long time. Hope somebody can. Been a long. I gotta pull these motherfuckers up because the reason why, because I gotta let them know. Look, this what it is over here, fam. I can't speak for no other nigga. I'm telling you, I'm the only channel on YouTube that got this. You see what I'm saying? I'm the only nigga on YouTube that got this. I stand on this shit. I've been standing on this for 5 years, and I don't see no reason to change now. As I said before, we team for the other side. We ain't looking for no friends. We ain't looking for no homies. We ain't trying to be down. None of that shit. I've been doing this shit a long time. Niggas will praise you today and diss you tomorrow. That's how this works. I wake up every day waiting on one of these niggas jump out the window. I say one of these niggas jump out the window. Now, I know they you know what I mean? But they may not jump out the window because they don't learn their lesson. But I'm sitting in the cut. I got receipts. I keep receipts now. I got receipts. Gotta always be, I'm the type of dude, I be sitting back just watching. I say, yeah, this dude right here might be a problem later on down the line. Let me get these receipts on him right quick. Yep, that guy right there, he might be a problem too. He might jump his dumb ass out that window, not knowing that I ain't nothing to be fucked up with. Let me go in and get these receipts on him too. I got shit stored up. All right, let's see, that she block bitch ass. Just past Mr. I love you, you love me himself. Anyway, I see Mama Ho. That's Mama Ho. I'm on my post. I'm on my post page right now. I'm trying to find my commandments. I got these motherfuckers too. Gotta do that. These commandments run a nigga. And I gotta bring the alarm back. So y'all gotta tell me to bring the alarm back. I keep forgetting. I gotta bring that alarm back. I had an alarm that I used to play. I play that motherfucker. And this right, I'm finna get ready to roast them. When I get ready to roast the motherfucker, I play the alarm and I warn the fans to let them know, hey, look, this is your opportunity to leave. I let them know this is your opportunity to leave right now, dog, because this right here, this finna be an ether session. And I'm good at doing ether. So this gonna be an ether session, dog. If this your favorite fighter, you might want to leave. Cause I don't give a fuck about him. And if you mad about what I got to say, nigga, fuck you too. True. Yeah. That's where I'm at with it. I am solo dolo. You can believe that there. You know what I mean? I am solo dolo. Yep, you gotta be like that, fam. You gotta be like that. Cause I'm telling you, these motherfucker boy, ass be around this bitch, be around it. Hey man, shout out to Damon. Cash out. Hey, okay. Hey, he said appreciate your work and keeping us laughing. Yeah. You know, I mean, I don't, you know. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying. Oh, there they go. There they go. Pass me them things. Let's get them. And we got to add some more stuff on this here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to add some more stuff to the commandments. We got to do that. Let's see, can we do that today? Let's see, can we add some new shit to the commandments today? Because we know, because we have to, you get what I'm saying? We have to mandate, no, we have to, well, not mandate, but amend it. We got to amend the, matter of fact, let me put the commandments on their own piece of paper. Let me go ahead and put this on my blank paper right here, paste that, put that right there, 13 commandments of the boxing gods, take that down there. You dig? Let me just go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm getting it ready right now. What am I doing? I'm getting it ready just in case. Just in case the motherfucker jump out this goddamn window because I'm finna body a motherfucker. I got blood in my eyes. I'm finna body a motherfucker today just in case they jump out the window. So I always try to be prepared. I already know when I come up with a topic or a subject matter, I know who the fan bases are, and I kind of know, and I know who the fan bases are, and I know who that fighter support base is. So I always try to be ready just in case. Just in case. You see what I'm saying? Just in case. Be ready right here, dog. And then after I finish wiping my ass with you, then I just go ahead and flush the toilet and I move on. And then if you want some more, I give you some more too. You know what I mean? It don't matter. You ain't better at me than this shit. I promise you. You're not better than me in this shit. You're not. Anyway, so we got that there. So we got that. So we don't. Let's say that automatically. Cool. All right, cool. Let's see. Hold on. Let's do this right quick. Then I'm gonna read my opening monologue. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. I'm saving it right now. Saving it right now. We're gonna go there and we're gonna paste that right there. So I'm gonna always have it. That's so I ain't gotta keep looking for it, in the community tab. Anyway, let's get into the show. Get into the show. I ain't smoked no weed today, so smoke no weed yet. I'll probably smoke later. Let me pull up my opening monologue, and then we can make it do what it do. Now that Ryan Garcia has beaten Mario Barrios for Mauricio Sulaiman's WBC title, fans are asking who Ryan Garcia will fight next. Here's Ryan Garcia's options. He have options. He got options. Why he got options, I have no idea, but I know I do have an idea. I have a great idea. You know what I mean? We're gonna say coons, jigaboos, buck dancers, and the races, you know what I mean? And then that's that. And then the teenage girls and boys and stuff like that. So right now they fucking with them heavy. They fucking with them heavy, and that's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I mean? Teach his own. Devin Haney, should he fight Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson? Now, the Devin Haney fight is intriguing to me because of the backstory, the history, the open racism and contempt, and the fight would be for unification. I really don't care nothing about that, but it will mean something as it relates to that. It'll be for unification. You know what I mean? So the Shakur fight really kind of makes no sense to me from a accomplishment standpoint. Like if Shakur Stevenson were to beat Ryan Garcia, and I fully see if that fight were to happen, I pretty much see Shakur beating this motherfucker 12 rounds to 0 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, then if that were to happen, then it's like, what does that do for his career? I beat Ryan Garcia. Now, if Ryan were to beat Shakur, he can parlay that into, you know what I mean? See, we told y'all, look what he did to Shakur, because they're going to hype Shakur up when he beat him. If Ryan Garcia beat him, they're going to hype him up and say he one of the greatest fighters of all time in order to boost Ryan up. So if Shakur were to beat Ryan Garcia, and he will, then it'll be, well, it was boring. Shakur got the style. Shakur can be right there in front of him. They'll say he was running and all that shit there. And I'm like, bro, we just got through watching Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia, and y'all watch this fight. I got sleepy in that fight. They talk about, man, Shakur Stevenson fights are boring, Devin Haney fights are boring. That's fine. If that's how you feel, ain't nothing wrong with that. But guess what? The Ryan Garcia Mario Barrios fight, that shit was boring in the motherfucker. Literally, if you go back and look at my live show, I was damn near falling asleep on that shit. I say, man, this shit boring in the motherfucker. I wasn't excited when I was calling the fight. Y'all know. Look at how I was calling the fight. The undercard was better. We gonna talk about all that. You get what I'm saying? We gonna talk about all that. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, should Ryan Garcia fight Devin Haney or Shakur next? Now, the Devin Haney fight, as I said before, intrigues me because of the backstory, you know what I mean, the history. As I said, Ryan Garcia is an open racist. A lot of his fans, the few of the black fans he got, they pretty much coons and sellouts for the most part. They be cooning and shit. I get it. Butter biscuits, I get it. I ain't mad at them. Fuck them. It's fuck them too. It's definitely fuck them. Then he got a lot of the racists, few racist Hispanics backing them, and a lot of the white racist whites who fuck with him backing them and stuff like that. And then, Mauricio Sulaiman and all that there. I got to always preface that. See, anytime I talk about Ryan, I'm never going to separate him from the bigotry and the racism. I'm not going to do that. See, this is how I run his fans away. I'm not going to never separate them from the racism and the bigotry. That's just me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. Again, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to be a racist and the bigot, I ain't got no problem with it. We in America, around the world, this goes on around the world. But that's who he is. That's who he is. Don't never forget that. And if you forget it, I will remind you. As I say, this might not be the channel for you. You might want to go to a pro Ryan Garcia channel. This ain't it. This ain't it, fam. This ain't it. You might want to unsubscribe and leave. Go back to your mama house. Anyways, now, the Haney fight, as I said before, it'll be for unification. As it relates to Shakur, it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good accomplishment for Shakur. You get what I'm saying? But hold on. Hey, Cookie. Hold on. Let me tell this dog, get the dog back in another cage. Y'all hold on, man. Hold on, that motherfucker dog walking. How she like the dog walking around? And my daughter, see, that's what I be talking about. Damn. She don't motherfucker, man. Don't be watching nothing, man. Y'all hold on. Damn dog. Why she ain't got the dog? Yeah, anyway. Sorry about that, man. The damn dog walking around and shit. I can't have her walking around. These dogs be, yeah, man, fuck that. I'm like, shit. Her dog, my daughter dog, but I'm the one taking care of her. What kind of shit that is? Anyways. The life of a parent. Anyways, the Shakur fight. For one, Shakur is a 140 pounder. Right? He's a 140 pounder. And he doesn't fight at welterweight. And Shakur's already talking about if he fight Devin Haney, it got to be a catchweight and a rehydration clause. So basically what he's saying is, I'm too small for that weight class. Well, if you're too small for that weight class, then don't talk about anybody that's in that weight class. That's advice that I would give Shakur. Don't even talk about anybody in that weight class because you're not moving up to fight them. And then the stipulation, it would be for them to fight you at a catchweight. So, a person who is in a position to dictate his terms, like a Ryan Garcia, he's in a position to dictate his terms, then, it'll be up to Ryan to decide if he will want to fight Shakur at a catchweight. Now, that it's a win. Now, if Ryan Garcia were to do that, it's a win-win for him. I'm going to tell you why. It's a win-win for him. Because when he lose, because he's going to get his ass whooped. Yeah, I don't give a fuck how good he look against Mario Barrios. He fought Mario Barrios. Let that sink in. Mario Barrios is the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to Mexican fighters. He is the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to Mexican fighters. If I was to get a list of Mexican fighters, let me take that back. My bad. Shout out to all of the Mexican fighters. This ain't for you. This message ain't for you. If you from Mexico and you a Mexican fighter, this ain't for you. This is for the American knives. This is for the American Mexicans. The Mexican-American or American-Mexican, because the nationality, he's American. Like myself, he was born in America. Now, his culture is different from mine. So, Mario Barrios has a different culture from me. He has more of a, he has the Mexican-American culture. Me, I have a Black American culture. So, my experience and his experience is two different things. So, This is for the Mexican Americans. I got to say this. I got to be specific with this here. When it comes to a Mexican American fighter, Mario Barrios is probably the worst of all of them. He's probably the worst. Like, you guys know, y'all been watching me a while. I always talk shit about Mario. I say, Mario Barrios is trash. The man is trash. He flat-footed, slow. And I ask people, I say, I have never met a Mario Barrios fan, not one. I say, what is it that he do good? Tell me what thing he do good. Guess what? Motherfucker can't come with no answers. I said, what he do good? Give me one thing he do good. None, nothing. Well, you know, he represent for his people. I give him that. He do represent for his people. So if there's one thing I can give Mario Barrios, it's the fact that he represent for his people. I give him that. And I don't have anything personal against Mario Barrios. I like him personally. It's just from but I don't know him. You know, I really don't know him personally, but I like him. I like the way he carries himself. But his boxing style, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm telling you. I saw his fight. He fought a 75-year-old Manny Pacquiao, and he called hell with Manny Pacquiao. And Manny Pacquiao was 75. And if Manny Pacquiao would have got in the ring with any other fighter that was halfway decent, they probably would have slept him. Manny was old. You can see all the wrinkles in his face now. He looked like Manny looked old. It's one thing to be old, be an older fighter, but don't look old. Manny Pacquiao younger than me, and he looks old. That's what boxing to do that to you. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, and Mario Barrios, you couldn't do nothing. That old version of Manny Pacquiao, fam? Come on, bro. Yeah. True. Yeah, anyways. You don't go to distance. You don't go to distance with a 75-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao looked slow. His timing was off. And Manny Pacquiao was tagging you. Manny's back. Nigga, Manny's 50 years old. Let's be real. Come on, man. Shit. I don't give a fuck how good he was. The nigga was 50 and he fighting a jitterbug in his 20s who's supposed to be a world champion. And you can't do nothing with this nigga? Nah. He said, Coach, he beat Ugas. What he did after Ugas? That was his best fight. He beat Ugas. Who was Ugas? Ugas ain't all that his goddamn self. I ain't never met an Ugas fan. I done been everywhere. Listen, when I'm in Texas, I see Tank Davis fans. When I'm in Vegas or LA, I see Tank Davis fans. Tank Davis from Baltimore. When I'm in New York or Atlanta or I was in St. Louis that time. I was in St. Louis for a couple of days. St. Louis, anywhere I go, Virginia, anywhere I go, I meet Tank Davis fans. Well, I met Devin Haney fans. I've even met Shakur Stevenson fans. Met Errol Spence fans, Terence Crawford fans, many different cities. I done been to several different cities around the country. Y'all know I travel a lot. Guess what? Guess how many Mario Barrios fans I have seen? 0. None. Not one. Just want to throw that out there. True. So the Ryan Garcia fans, you know, the teenage girls and teenage boys that got his fans, they're like, yeah, you saw nigga Ryan back. You saw what he did to Mario Barrios? Say hyping up Mario Barrios. I'm like, fam, he did that to Mario Barrios. He's supposed to do that to Mario Barrios. His last fight, Romero put hands and foots on him, and he dropped him. This the same nigga that got outboxed by Romero. So let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Shit. Anyway, Mario Barrios couldn't beat Floyd Mayweather right now. Floyd Mayweather 75 years old. He couldn't beat Floyd Mayweather. Right now. Floyd, listen, Floyd is 49 years old. He'll be 49 in a month or so. Floyd is 49 years old. He damn near 50. A 49-year-old version of Floyd Mayweather is prime. Is 10 times better than how old is Mario Barrios? Do anybody know? Hey, shout out to Daniel. Daniel, what's up, fam? Hey, hey, shout out to Derek. Derek, what's up? How old is Mario Barrios? Yeah, they talking like, you know what I mean? I'm sitting there watching on social media. I said, these motherfuckers really jumping up and down getting the Holy Ghost about this shit. Nigga, you fought Godzuki. You didn't fight Godzilla. You fought Godzilla. You fought Godzilla's little son. He a baby. He don't even breathe fire yet, fam. You know what I mean? Hey, what you say? T said he 30? Oh, he was born in 95. He 30. So he 30. So, hey, Floyd Mayweather is 19 years older than Mario Barrios. He'll be 31 this year. Floyd will be 49. So he 18 years. Because Floyd 48, Floyd going on 49, Mario Barrios going on 30, going on 31. So he 18 years younger than Floyd. Floyd would look like pretty boy Floyd. Floyd would look like he did in 96, 97, 98, when he first started boxing in 96. Floyd would look like pretty boy Floyd in comparison to Mario Barrios. Literally. Yeah, literally. Yeah. Facts. Listen, Mario Barrios will lose 12 rounds to 0 to Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather 75 right now. 75. Mario Barrios in his prime right now. Hey, but hold on. What's a prime Mario Barrios? Let me ask y'all this question. What's a prime Mario Barrios and what's a prime Ryan Garcia? Or you can say this. You can say, well, you know what, coach? Ain't neither one of them got no prime yet. What's a prime Mario Barrios? What's a prime Ryan Garcia? Hey, what does that attorney Bailey say? All these young prospects, Mason, Keyshawn, Schofield, beat Barrios right now. Man, shit. They'll take turns whooping his ass. Matter of fact, they'll take turns whooping Ryan Garcia ass too. He said Barrios retired after the fight. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he retired. I went. No, matter of fact, I didn't see the press conference. Man, listen, that fight was so boring, bro. Y'all, whoever was over here watching the fight party, y'all saw the look on my face. I was like, man, because we had got an exciting fight the fight before, the co-main event and the co-main to the co-main. We got the co-main event and the co-main event. Matter of fact, let me finish reading my monologue so I can get to it. Because I want to drop these phone lines. So, as I said before, the Shakur fights at 140, and he doesn't fight in the welterweight division. Ryan Garcia says he wants to fight Shakur at a catchweight. And it's a win-win situation for both fighters. If Ryan Garcia were to lose to Shakur at a catchweight, then guess what his fans gonna say? Well, you know, Ryan was weight drained and he really fight at 140 sham, and Shakur was running, even though Shakur gonna stand right in front of him like he did Teofimo Lopez. They always try to throw that run. Right? Nigga were running. And we know when the motherfucker be running because we saw Devin Haney run against Jose Ramirez, which why he ran, I have no idea. Gave Jose Ramirez too much respect. And then we saw Shakur, he was doing this thing. I forgot what's the African brother he was fighting. And Shakur was putting them paws on him a little bit. Then he caught Shakur with a good shot. And when he caught Shakur with a good shot, Shakur kind of went in retreat mode after that. But he won the fight. And then when Shakur fought Edmund De Los Santos, he ran from the first round to the 12th round. However, I was told by Shakur Stevenson fans that you don't know nothing about boxing. That was the sweet science. And I'm like, yeah, right. Just like when I spoke to my good brother Bill Haney, and I told him, look, man, Debo Dale was running. Well, he wasn't Debo then. Dale was running. He was doing the tight rider. And he just said, what the tight rider? I said, you from Oakland? You know MC Hammer? He said, yeah, I said, you know what the tight rider is? When you slide side to side, here come the hammer. You remember that? And then well, you know what you saw with the sweet side. I said, okay. Oh, you doing what? Okay, I see what it is. So you telling me I didn't see what I saw. Don't believe my eyes, believe what you telling me. Same shit with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder told Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora said, hold on, man, we got to give people credit now. You say Tyson Fury ain't beat you. I was there for all 3 fights. He beat you 2 of those fights. He told Derek Chisora, he said you only seen what you saw. You seen what you saw. Like, yeah, nigga, that's pretty much how it goes. You know, I watch a fight. I see you get punched in the face, you get dropped, get knocked out, referee catch out, is over. Or I see you get in a fight, you punch him in the face, whoever that opponent is, and you know, you knock him out, the referee get and it's over. That's what I saw. So you trying to tell me if I see you get knocked out, you really didn't get knocked out. That ain't what I saw. That what you telling me? That's exactly what I'm telling you. You didn't see the head weights. Okay, what was the head weight, sir? We don't blow up the head weight, Milf. I was shadow box with egg weights before. They 3.5 pounds. You have some egg weights. They have a ring on the top of it, and you stick it. You stick your finger through the ring, and then you close your hands because it's you grip the egg weight and you just shadow box with it like that's 3.5 pounds. So how was he able to get that through the hand wraps, all that in the glove? You still ain't showed that yet. You talking about the documentary. So enough of that. That's all I'm saying. That's pretty much how I go. So basically what you telling me, shout out to LaJessica, we just saw Ryan Garcia beat Mario Barrios this past weekend in a boring fight. And what you telling me is, if you're a Mario Barrios fan, you really ain't see that. That ain't what you saw. You don't know what really happened. Okay, we got that. Okay, I don't know what. Hey, shout out to my sister, the lovely Akila. I don't know what really. What you mean, fam? I don't know what really happened. Yeah, you really didn't see that. Well, what I saw? See, that's what I'm talking about. Because of his white privilege. His white privilege got y'all deceived. Okay, fam, I'm trying to give you an opportunity. Yeah, you're right. The white privilege might have me deceived. You're right. I might be blinded by white privilege in my eyes. Okay, cool. So explain to me. So did you fight him that day? Yeah, I fought him. Okay, how many rounds y'all fought? See, that's the problem. Okay, what's the problem, sir? What you trying to do, you trying to bait. You trying to do this and do that. I'm like, okay, look, fam, all right, you're right. You got it, dog. You got it.
True.
You got it. That's what politicians do. Politicians are spin it. Politicians to tell you they didn't say what they said and you didn't see what you saw. All of them do. I ain't met all the politicians do it. The preachers do it too. The politician, the preacher, and the pimp. They're three of the same people. Both of them politic and pimp. The preacher is politicking and pimping in the pulpit. The pimp is politicking with his hoes and pimping on the streets. And the politician is pimping in the political realm and pimping the people on both sides. It's the same thing. The 3 Ps. Anyways, as I said before, man, the Shakur Stevenson fight, that really don't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? Now, if Ryan were to lose, it's a win-win situation. He can always say, well, I was weight drained, and I really don't fight at that weight and all that stuff there, so he gonna get a pass on that. If Shakur were to lose, they're gonna desecrate him. Man, I told you, nigga, Ryan Garcia, you saw Ryan did to Shakur. So, if you win, they don't use the defense of Ryan was weight drained. If he win, they're gonna give him all the credit in the world. So you get what I'm saying? So I really don't see now the benefit for both guys is the money, because Turkali Sheik gonna put the money up. He gonna put the money up. The benefit for both guys is the money. So so I see that. So I see that from that standpoint. Ryan says he wants to fight Shakur. We get that at the catchweight. If Ryan chooses to fight Shakur, he will lose in a boring fashion. And there's nothing on the line but bragging rights and money, which that's pretty much what it's going to be about anyways. You get what I'm saying? So, I hope that fight happened, because I think that, and I'm kind of glad that Ryan Garcia had a good fight right here. So if he were to fight any of the other fighters, I would love to see that. If he was to fight Dev, he fight the Debo version of Dev. The Debo version. He fighting the Debo version of Dev right now. So I keep getting these spam calls from a 754 number. And then it'll hang up. These are like robocalls. I don't block the million of them. I'm finna block this one here. Your ass going on the block list. I do not need you spamming me, calling me. Block, I'll let you. Call on another number. I know you will. Yeah. He said he don't want that big Rolo smoke. Man, hey, Mo T, man, Rolo the one ducking. Oh, you mean Ryan Garcia? Yeah, Ryan Garcia don't want no more big Rolo. He don't want no big Rolo. He don't want no more Rolo. But we might see that fight again. We might. But I think Ryan know he can't beat Roland Romero. He know that. He know he can't beat Rolly Romero. Not in no boxing match. He can't beat no Rolly Romero. I think he know that. You get what I'm saying? You know. And Rolly is trash. And shout out to Rolly. I ain't got no issue with Rolly. He eat crayons and stuff like that. I ain't really got no issues with him, but really, I ain't really got no issues with Rolly Romero when I think about it. I'm like what issue I got with Rolly? The only problem I got with Rolly is, I don't want to name him the crayon eater. That came from me. The only problem I got with Rolly, I'm like, man, this me be talking stupid, man. Like, I'm just saying, you don't understand. You know what made me not like Rolly Romero? I'm going to be honest with y'all. Ellie sucker nigga nutsack. It's something about Ellie sucker nigga nutsack that when I see him riding a fighter the way he do, I just don't like him. You know what I mean? That's why I ain't really too crazy about Tank Davis. Because of Ellie sucker nigga nutsack. It's really him. Tank Davis got some radical fans. Devin Haney got some radical fans now. Devin Haney fans are getting up there with Tank Davis fans. I'm talking about the radicals. I'll say, damn, Bill Haney done a really good job on these niggas. God damn. Well, I take my hat off the Bill, boy. He doing a really good job. Bro, I didn't think nobody can get worse than Tank fans. Shit, nigga, please, nigga, motherfucker, man. Shit, with Team Tank beating women and going to jail and shit, and on probation, it's kind of like slowed his motion down. But him, wearing tight jeans and wearing what do you wear? Waist chains, waist chains around his neck that the women be wearing. Like, we got a chain, we got a nice chrome hearts waist, a waistlet. You know how you have a bracelet? He got a waistlet around his waist, and he got I didn't know he had a tattoo on his leg to what the nigga name from Oakland. The nigga from Northern California, the Puerto Rican cat, the Puerto Rican cat. What is he? Puerto Rican? I don't know what he is. The dude with the cute eyes and the cute hair and all the good hair. Boston Shigo. Shigo wrote a love letter to him. I'll say, damn, Shigo ready to bust it wide open for Tank. True. Shit, Shigo tall, Tank short. Shit, Tank gonna have to stand up on the chair to hit him from the back. Anyway, it is what it is. Anyways, let's see. Devin Haney or Shakur. Now, as I said before, both of these fights are intriguing to me. I kind of like both. I want to see the Devin Haney fight. I'm gonna tell you why I want to see the Debo Dale fight. The reason why I want to see the Debo Dale fight, because Devin Haney is not Devin Haney anymore. He's Debo. Devin Haney is Debo now. So Ryan Garcia is the champion. He is the WBC champion. He has the WBC title, right? The Mauricio Sulaiman belt. You know what? From now on, I'm calling the WBC title the Mauricio Sulaiman belt. Ryan Garcia has the Mauricio Sulaiman belt right now. That's what he has, right? He has the Mauricio Sulaiman belt. You dig? So we'll see how this stuff play out. In other news, and there is other news, Antuanne Russell won a controversial 12-round decision against Andy Hiraoka of Japan. The first half of the fight, Antuanne Russell pretty much won with ease. But around that 6th and 7th round, but in the second half of the fight, Andy Hiraoka went to work. Guess what? He was giving Antuanne Russell a dose of his own medicine. Stylistically, he beat pretty much Russell at his own game, fighting him in the same style. Because I told y'all, Antuanne Russell be coming in there, like Antuanne Russell fight like Sean Porter. He remind me so much of Sean Porter. Antuanne Russell has great footwork. He has a lot of energy, a high work rate. He let his hands go. He's aggressive. Boy, let me tell you something. That second half of the fight, I don't know what the hell Andy Daddy told him, because Andy went at, and guess what? Andy looked like he hurt Antuanne like later on in the fight. He started going to his body. He went at him. And they was going back and forth. So, I'm like, man, you know what? This dude right here, man. Yeah, Danny say, I already know Nakatani in New Way fighting. I already knew that. I knew they were gonna fight. That fight ought to been scared. That fight ought to been set. They just announced it. Yeah, listen. I say, bro. Cause I remember the dude Andy Hiraoka. I'm like, I only seen him fight twice, and I saw him fight on a New Way a new ace undercard. I saw him fight on his undercard. And I'm like, man, I ain't know who he was. I had forgot who he was because I hardly see him fight. Then when I saw his dad in his corner, I said, oh, I know who that is. I think his dad from Nigeria or Ghana or somewhere. You know, he's from the continent of Africa. I forgot which country he's from. So I'm like, oh, and bro, he went at Gary. Normally motherfucker be scared. No, he went at Gary. He didn't even see that shit. He took all of them. Listen, Gary started fight. Gary started boxing on the back foot. When have you ever seen Gary Antuanne Russell fight on the back foot? Now he can. He's a great boxer, but Gary, man, shit. I'm like, but listen, buddy, listen. That dude from Japan. He like, oh my nigga, this how you want to fight? Now let's go. And he fought like that the rest of the fight, the second half of the fight. So I think that fight was a lot closer than what they scored it. To be honest with you, I said, look, they need to run that shit back. They need to run that back. I wouldn't mind seeing that again. But anyways, as I said before, man, that dude Andy surprised me. Stylistically, what surprised me was he started fighting exactly like Gary Antoine. He said, no, my nigga, you want to fight like Sean Porter? Nigga, I can fight like Sean Porter too. True. Forehead. And guess what? I was talking to somebody, right? And they was telling me that he got held up at immigration in Seattle. They did everything in their power to try to sabotage that dude. He really couldn't train like he wanted to, or whatever. I'm talking about once he came over here, they held him held up, and then I heard they cleared everything out like maybe a few days before the fight, something like that. And he still fought like that. He still came and fight the way he fought. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, man, I mean, I get it. I get it. I understand. I get the politics of boxing, you know. I like Gary Antuanne Russell. I do. I like Gary Antuanne Russell, but guess what? I ain't finna cap for a nigga. That one thing about me, I ain't finna cap for no nigga now. I'm gonna call it the way I see it. I'm like, I don't know, Gary now. You know what I mean? Yeah, motherfucker. When I talk to Gray, I'm gonna be like, hey man, look here, man. This nigga ain't the Terminator you think he is now. You know what I mean? Just gotta throw that out there. Gotta throw that out there. You get what I'm saying? So, write them out right there. All right. Put that there. Make sure I got everything covered. Okay, cool. Anyways, Russell seems to run out of answers after the first half of the fight. Andy hurt Gary Antuanne Russell in the fight as well in the second half. I forgot which round it was in the second half of the fight. The judges were very generous to Russell, in my opinion. We'll see what happens, or pretty much what's next for him. Now, the other fight, Lord have mercy. The fight of the night was this fight right here. Shout out to I spoke to the Ghost. Spoke to him. Shout out to, well, his manager rather, not him, but the fight of the night for me was Frank the Ghost Martin versus Naem Albright. That boy from Philly. And Frank Martin from Detroit. They put on the fight. That fight was 10 times better than the main event. As a matter of fact, the co-main event and the co-main event was better than the main event. I didn't get sleepy that fight. Listen, I have a lot of energy. I'm a high energy guy. If I get sleepy during the fight, that's bad. When I get to the point where I can't really, like give them all wing, I'm like, man, this shit dead, man. This shit dead. I saw the Carissa Shields, Franchon Cruz, first 4 or 5 rounds. I went to sleep on that. I said, man, I'm tired. I'm done. I went upstairs, dog. I already knew what was going to happen. We already knew I'm going upstairs. I got tired. I got tired on that. Nigga, I just got sleepy, dog. You got sleepy. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, and listen, and Carissa Shields and Franchon, they were letting their hands go, but it got to the point to where we get close, like it became redundant. Like there was no adjustments made. Like when people fight Carissa Shields, they fight her the same way. We're going to get close, let our hands go, and try to outspeed her in exchanges. You're not going to, like Carissa Shields, she ain't got no punching power, but her hands is faster than those other girls because there's literally nothing there. There is no competition in women's boxing in those upper weight divisions. There's not. And the reason why a lot of men don't like women's boxing, because for the most part, it ain't nothing there. Like, unless you watching Amanda Serrano or Katie Taylor or Alicia Baumgartner or Michaela Mayer or any of those girls, those women at the smaller weight divisions, and the higher weight divisions, they don't really have a skill like that. And that's not Clarissa Shields' fault, but it is what it is. It ain't like she fighting supreme competition. It ain't nothing there. But yeah, so it just ain't nothing there, dog. Anyways, as I said before, Frank Martin and Naem Albright, bro, that was the fight to me. You get what I'm saying? Frank looked fast, quick, and explosive, in the matchup. Naem Albright looked explosive and strong in this fight as well. He took some good shots and he gave some good shots. Bro, I was so surprised. Bro, let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all I was surprised he fought like that. Nigga, that nigga Naem Albright, but he that nigga. And you know the crazy part about it? I was talking to my brother from Philly. I ain't gonna say no names. He was telling me, he say, man, Naem Albright is a CPN or something like that. He's a certified nurse. The man I told y'all, most fighters got a 9-to-5 job. When y'all be talking about, yeah, man, it's a lot of money in boxing. Okay, well, now you're working at a 9-to-5. Tell him it's a lot of money in boxing. Because apparently he ain't making enough to not do it full time. He got a full-time job. So, and guess what? And he an R&B singer. Sources say that they're looking to replace him. They're looking to replace Bobby Brown. In New Edition on tour right now. They say Bobby can't really keep up like he used to. Sources say that Ralph Tresvant and the boys, they reached out to Naem. They looking to recall him to get him to replace Bobby and sing some solos. True. That's what they say. True. That's what they say. You know what I mean? We know he a nurse. I think they say he a nurse. He a nurse. And he is a singer as well. So he a nurse / singer / boxer. I hope he got paid some money. I do. Like that dude right there. I like that dude. But he made Philly proud. Guess what? The only reason why that fight, now some say he won the fight. Some say he won. Some say it was a draw. I heard some people say, like, put it this way. When I hear a lot more people be like, man, wait a minute, man, I don't know, man. Naem Albright kind of won that fight, dog. When it's a lot more people that be like, man, I don't know about that one, coach. Boy, Frank they got a gift on that one. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know what, fam? I don't know, boy. Yeah, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? But it was a good fight because Frank Martin, it wasn't like Frank Martin fought, bro. Like Frank Martin, I like Frank Martin. I like the Ghost. I like his boxing style. Frank came to fight, bro. Frank came to fight. Naem Albright, he came to fight, bro. I'm like, man, this motherfucker here, man. I ain't know the nigga with that on. He almost stopped Frank too. Frank tackled him. Y'all remember that? Hey, shout out to Ron J. Hey, Ron, which round that was? Naem had Frank doing the stanky leg. Albright had, like, he almost stopped him, and Frank did a spectacular job. When a nigga hurt you, just grab him. Frank tackled him in the ropes. He grabbed him. He was holding on for dear life, and he was pushing Albright back, and then he fell. Both of them fell on the ropes. I said, boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy, that was a veteran move right there, boy. That's some shit I would have did. True. Then Albright kept getting his mouthpiece knocked out. I don't know if he got knocked out or he kept spitting it out. He couldn't keep the mouthpiece in. So the referee, like, okay, now hold on, check this out. The referee is supposed to cause a break in the action. He's supposed to stop the fight when there's a break in the action. There was literally no break in the action. The referee said, let me go in here and stop this shit. The referee, because, again, Frank Martin, PBC fighter now. Al probably made that call. Referee got an earpiece in. Hello. Oh man, goddamn. Hey, look at man. Check this out. Hey, look. We can't have Frank lose this fight. Now let me tell you something. Now, what you got to do now? Frank doing the steak leg. Look like Albright going for the kill now. His mouthpiece came out. I need you to stop it right now. Wait a minute, Al. I'm only supposed to wait. It's the middle of the fight. I'm only supposed to stop the fight if there's a break in action. There's not a break. It's straight action. I don't give a damn, nigga. Or stop the fight and take all the time you need to put his mouthpiece back in there.
True.
I see. Yeah, I say, yeah. Then Albright, the mouthpiece came out again. So that's really his fault. Really, that's Albright's fault. That ain't Frank Martin's fault. That's Albright's fault because you kept spitting, the mouthpiece kept coming out. So you gave the referee a reason to stop the action. Well, really the action is, listen, for what I've learned is when there's a break in, let's say the guys tie up and they just hug and they're making love, the referee will break and say, okay, let me start the fight, let's put the mouthpiece in. But if they still throwing hands, you don't jump in the middle of the fight, but they throwing hands, referee got swung on 2-3 times, bam, he almost got dropped, he jumping in there in between action where they throwing hands. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. Shout out to Sheila. Sheila, what's going on? Shout out to Mika. Yeah, Mika, Mika. Mika, that's the only trick in the board. They had no call to. They lucky I wasn't the ref. I ain't stopping shit. Only time I'm stopping is when if they locking up making love. Yeah, I ain't stopping nothing. Yeah, dog, my piece on the ground, dog. When you go ahead and finish it up, then my nigga, go ahead and do your thing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but he had the ghost. He had the ghost hurt right there. Then the second time he spit it out, the ghost had no guidance. The ghost had no. He had no shook it off. He was hurt. He had no got his senses back. And then when then Albright tried to go for the kill, the ghost started fighting back real good. So shout out, man, Frank Martin, man. Shout out to Frank Martin. I like Frank Martin. I like him. I like Frank Martin, and I like Naem Albright. I like that boy. That Albright was the dude who Keyshawn Davis tried to jump over there in Norfolk. That's when they tried to jump him in the little brother. I said, I ain't know that nigga. I ain't know he had that dog in him like that. Then I remember when he fought, again, my brother from Philly had to let me know. My main man from Philly had to let me know. He said, yeah, remember he fought Keyshawn? I said, yeah, he fought Keyshawn in Texas. I remember that. And he gave Keyshawn some problems that fight. Keyshawn won, of course. But I'm like, man, yeah, he gave Keyshawn some problems that night. No, that dude, listen. The fact that he got a 9-to-5 job and he's a part-time R&B singer. Sources say he working on an album. I don't know how he working on the album. So I'm gonna try to get in contact with his people and I'm gonna seek and I hook him up. Cause y'all know I came from the music business. So I'm gonna try to seek and I hook him up with, I don't know, maybe I can hook him up with, some of my old contacts. You know what I mean? I'm worried about it, baby boy. I got a cousin. He know Babyface. Babyface looking to sign a new R&B single. I'm gonna get in contact with Ralph Tresvant. I don't know him personally, but my cousin sister on my auntie side, you know what I mean, is related to Ralph Tresvant, sister-in-law wife. And we gonna try to hook that up because they say Bobby, Bobby can't dance no more. Bobby don't got fat. He can't sing no more. His fans just feeling sorry for him because it's Bobby. And I love Bobby. He was the king of R&B at one point in time. That's what we did. That was a long time ago. That was the 88, 89. He was doing his thing. But you get what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to see what I can do. He say Terror Squad hiring. No, we can't do nothing with the Terror Squad. We can't do nothing with the Terror Squad. We can't do that. Not with the Terror Squad. They don't know that about R&B over there. Then we gotta hear Fat Joe lying all the time, and I think he Colombian. I think they say daddy Colombian, and he part Colombian, part Puerto Rican, and we got to deal with that. Then we already trying to work something out with the Puerto Rican assassin Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga can't rap. We trying to get him in the studio. We don't need Fat Joe or the Terror Squad to get distracted with dealing with another artist. And then Naem Albright, he black, so he don't know how to do nothing. He don't know how to do nothing on that. He did something with Raymond Ma, but that's real. You know what I mean? But no, we gotta try to get out. I'm gonna get in contact with Ralph, try to get him on New Edition.
True.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. We're gonna try to get him with New Edition. We're gonna try to get it with New Edition. You know what I mean? I saw the video. That Tim Bradley did. Tim Bradley hating on the man, singing. I said, look at Tim over there hating. Tim hating on the man, singing. Oh man, he was doing pretty good. And he tried to hit that note. I said, okay, Tim, let me see you hit the note then. let me see you hit the note then, Tim. That's my, listen. Let me see you hit the note. That's all I'm saying. Hey, what to say, Mika say, Coach, if you were a member of Full Force, just say that. Who? Nah. I wouldn't a member of Full Force. Them niggas, the Full Force, they older than me. Yeah, they older than me. They used to come out there them tight ass shirts. You know what I mean? Listen, nobody tried Full Force. It was 3 brothers. As a matter of fact, it was some brothers and cousins. It was like 5 of them, but it was 3 main. It was Bowlegged Lou. I forgot the other 2 names, right? The 3 that was in House Party. Man, ain't nobody trying them. You ain't see nobody. Bro, the how they used to dress, bro, they had the little bandana tied around their head, tight ass shirt, but muscle, they work out a lot, right? Nigga come out there with some spandex on. Ain't nobody saying nothing. True. Nobody. Ain't nobody, hey, listen, ain't nobody tried them. Ain't none of the rappers tried. You ain't hear nobody saying nothing about 4-4, because they gonna whoop your ass. Really, the R&B dudes can fight. The rap niggas can't fight for the most part. Hey, bro, check this out. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. The rappers, they talk the tough shit, but they can't fight at all. None of them. The R&B, the singing niggas, bro. The singing dudes, oh my God. Them dudes, listen. You know who Christopher Williams got hands on what I heard? They say Bobby Brown. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you, nigga, whoop your ass, Ralph Transvant. Ralph Transvant know karate, for real. Ralph Transvant know karate. He will whoop your ass. Yeah, that same nigga that made Sensitivity, the lead singer, New Edition, be doing all them nice dance moves. Listen, Ralph Transvant will whoop a nigga ass one-on-one. Ronnie DeVoe will whoop your ass one-on-one. Now, I don't know about Mike, Ricky, and Bobby. I don't know about them. But I know, and I don't know about Johnny. But Ralph and Ron gonna whoop your ass. Them niggas can throw hands, for real. You see what I'm saying? The rappers rap about the tough shit, but they can't do none of that shit. Now, I'm not saying there's no rappers that can't fight. I'm just saying, there's a overall perception that because a rapper rap hard and rap tough, and he hang around a lot of niggas who he got on his payroll, that he can fight. No, he can't do none of that. Lil Boosie? Nah. I met Boosie. Boosie, he all right. I ain't got nothing against him. But Boosie, nah, he can't. True. No, you gotta have your boys around him. Now. You gotta have some niggas that's willing to do some shit that you can't do. You gotta do that. It's gonna be some niggas that's gonna crash out for you. You know what I mean? So, anyway, yeah. You talking about Full Force? Yeah, Full Force. Them niggas, man, shit. Them niggas whoop your ass. The Full Force will whoop your ass. Period. 1-on-1, too. Okay, what you want to do? Matter of fact, hold on. Matter of fact, some of y'all may not know who Full Force is. Anyways, some fans feel that Albright won the fight. It was a good fight. I think a draw not bad. I think a draw not bad, to be honest with you. Now, the fight was a banger. To me, that was fight of the night. Hopefully, we can get another rematch. If not, this fight should be considered as a fight of the year candidate. Let's give the fight card this weekend a round of applause. All of them. Yeah. These niggas right here, these are niggas that Mika talking about.
I smell something, man. You smell something? I definitely smell something out here. I smell pussy.
Yeah, you ain't whooping them niggas right now. You ain't whooping them. Not no one-on-one. Not no fade. You ain't whooping them. I can tell you that right now. Give me your most gangster. All what the NBA young boy. What's the dude that's over here where I'm from from St. Pete? Rod Wave, Fat Joe, all that shit. Fat Joe talk about. Yeah, all that shit sound good. All the niggas, all that sound good. Listen, can't none of Jay's line them tough niggas up. Line them tough niggas up in New York, and them niggas from Full Force will whoop your motherfucking ass. Telling you right now. True. The rappers can't fight. They gonna have some goons that's gonna shoot and all that stuff there, and you gonna get jumped more than likely. And people do that anyways. You know what I mean. But other than that, that's it. Shout out to Fabio. Fabio said people hyping Garcia like he beat an elite level fighter. I'm just saying, you know, that's they one. That's they one. That's they one. That's they one right there. That's they one. You did. You got to let him have it. That's they one right there. He finally, after 10 years, he finally became a champion. I've never seen in my life a guy who's supposed to be a guy who's supposed to be an elite fighter. It take him 10 years to win a belt. Think about that. We was told that this guy is the second coming of Oscar De La Hoya, and Oscar De La Hoya was a great fighter when he fought. He's a shitty promoter, but a fighter, I'll never take nothing away from him. Now, do he like to get hit from the back and, like butt plugs and high heels and thongs and all that stuff there and cocaine and fishnets with black pantyhose and red bottoms? Yes, he like that. He's into that. But that ain't got nothing to do with him as a boxer. You know what I mean? He's a fuck boy as a promoter. He's that. Two things can't be true at the same time. He's a certified fuck nigga as a promoter. He's that. You get what I'm saying? But as a fighter, I can't take nothing from him. Boy, Oscar was a motherfucker. True. Oscar was a motherfucker. I got he wants some ass whoopers. Now every time he stepped up in the ring and fought one of us, he fought a Floyd. He fought a B-Hop. He fought Shane Mosley. They stomped the mud hole in his ass. You get what I'm saying? When he ran up on, you know what I'm saying? He ran up on that there. Now, he fought Pernell Whitaker whooped him. They gave it to him on that. He couldn't even hit Pernell. Couldn't even hit him. You know what I mean? But Pernell had that style and Pernell wasn't running. Pernell was in front of him. Oscar was coming in there being aggressive. This man throwing 4-5 punch combination. Pernell slipping that shit. Pernell looking at it like, okay, goddamn. Pernell had to move up the welterweight. He looking like, okay, nigga, you throwing that shit there again. Like there's a fight, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, Oscar won that fight because he fighting in Vegas. He's Mexican American. He was the golden boy at that time. And Pernell Whitaker, I think he was probably looked upon maybe as being down on the downside of his career and all that stuff there. But Vegas don't never treat Pernell Whitaker right. Like, I mean, you look at it, like he ain't lost for 4 fights. Tito was the one that really beat him. Tito Trinidad, because Tito had broke his jaw in the first round, and he was just basically trying to survive. He survived 12 rounds basically. You know what I mean? Because Tito with that left hook. That motherfucker left hook. That motherfucker left hook, boy. Tito had a left hook. He said Pernell was on coke. Nobody mentions that. That's not true. If you've been watching my show, I mentioned Pernell was on coke before. I mentioned that. How nobody mentioned that? Everybody knew he was on coke. When you say nobody mentioned that, you got to speak for yourself, fam. You know what I'm saying? If you've been watching this show, I said he was on coke. But guess what? He was on coke, but he wasn't wearing high heel stalls and fishnets and pantyhose. Nobody mentions that. True. Mike Tyson was on coke, but he went wearing high heel stalls and butt plugs and pantyhose, fishnets. Oscar was on coke, and he was on fish, and he was wearing fishnets, and he had butt plugs, and he was wearing thongs, and he had a wig on, and he had makeup and a lipstick on, and he had red bottom high heels on, posing and smiling. Yeah. Somebody say Sugar Ray was doing coke. Okay, was Sugar Ray wearing pantyhose? No. Was Sugar Ray wearing thongs? No. Is there pictures of Sugar Ray Leonard? Or like they got pictures of Oscar De La Hoya? No. Yeah. No, let's call a spade a spade. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers was on some shit. But who was wearing, but give me the fighter who had pantyhose on and thongs. Give me this here. Matter of fact, let's do this. Yeah, I got it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, shit, all of them was on coke. Mike was on coke. Shit, a whole bunch of motherfuckers was on coke. Shit, but goddamn it, show me this picture right here. Let me see. Yeah, show me this. Show me this. Show me this right here, fam. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this shit. You know, you ain't said that slick to a can of oil now. You ain't said that slick to a can of oil. Hold on. Shout out to Chad. Talking about $2 super chat. He said Hiraoka arrived from Japan on 2 days before the fight. Okay. Shout out to the real McCoy. Dropping out quarter of a dub. He said Albright fucking overbite cost him the fight, coach. Real shit. And Trey Songz tried Bud, not fearless, but courageous. He tried Bud. He won't get his ass whooped on that one. I don't advise nobody running up on no boxer. Listen, as much shit as I talk about Mario Barrios, ain't me or nobody in the chat can whoop Mario Barrios. The worst fighter, the worst bomb in boxing would be anybody in this chat ass. Ain't none of us on them niggas level. Remember that. Shout out to Zepper. Dropping that. Damn, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, I gotta pull up the receipts right quick. He say in my Birdman voice, is Barrios finished or done? I don't know. You know, I really don't care if he fight again, to be honest with you.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah. So let's go over here. Yes, Sugar Ray Leonard was on coke. Mike Tyson was on coke. Let's see. My main man Pernell Whitaker was on coke. But guess what you don't see? You don't see this. Show me a picture of Pernell Whitaker like this here. Y'all see this here? That thong. Let's go right here. Show me a picture of Sugar Ray Leonard like this. Fishnets, black pantyhose, thick legs, show through the holes. Show me a picture of Sugar Ray Leonard with a wig on. Show me a picture of Sugar Ray Leonard wearing a bra. Show me a picture of Sugar Ray doing this. Lipstick. Oscar De La Hoya seemed like he got a lot more in common with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Show me a picture of Sugar Ray doing this. This is a forever L right here. Show me a picture of Sugar Ray Leonard or Pernell got a mini skirt on. Yeah. That's a body.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fighting other bombs.
True.
That's it ain't no comeback from that. There is no comeback from that. Just, you know, didn't want to throw that out there. Anyways, today's show was sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you're in the city of Tampa, download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. Foster's Barbershop is located at West Tampa, 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. If you are in the city of Tampa, let them know that Coach Malachi sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. Let's give our sponsor Foster a round of applause. Yeah. Just had to throw that out there. Yeah. And what I say, no false giving. He say Oscar, a boxer who really be getting hit on. Oh yeah, he was there, yeah. He said, "Cool, that was AI." Yeah, I know it was AI. I know it was AI. I know, I understand. I know. Listen, tell yourself whatever you need to tell yourself to deal with the reality of the situation. Tell yourself whatever you need to tell yourself to deal with the reality of the situation. That's all. You right. Whatever you want to tell yourself. Okay, he said it was AI. Let's go right. See, the thing about this, right? You have to always know what they are going to say. I know he probably was joking, but you got to always know.
You brought it up, Oscar.
What they going to say before they say it, so you already be ready for it. Here we go right here. Here go Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya is going to confirm that this wasn't AI.
You had to be Oscar. Why you let him snap that picture?
Which one?
The 15 years ago, the picture you was talking about.
Oh, I was drugged up. Yeah, I was drugged up. I didn't even know it. Yeah.
So Oscar admits to being drugged up, and he admitted to taking the picture. He didn't say, no, I ain't take no pictures. That was AI. He didn't say it was AI. Let's continue.
You didn't know you had put the pantyhose on?
No.
Hold on, he asked him. He said, you didn't know you had put the pantyhose on? Let's blow it up a little bit. He said, you didn't know you put the pantyhose on? He said, nope.
No. You didn't know you had put the pantyhose on?
No. Have you ever tried it?
No, hell no.
He said, have you ever tried it?
If they're gonna make me put pantyhose on, hell no, I ain't gonna try. I ain't gonna try it.
Okay. Think about it. To get those pantyhose on, God damn it! But it'll take like 2 hours.
But that's what
sober.
So you know, I ain't gotta show you no more. I ain't gotta show you no more. That's the receipt right there. Is the interview? So somebody, Chris Legg say the interview was AI. What Chris said? Hold on, what Chris said? Hold on, wait. What Chris said? Chris said the interview AI too. Yeah. Shannon Sharp AI. That's a Shannon Sharp AI. Oscar AI. Hey, what did it say? Mr. Conner say, Coach is the king of receipts. Facts. Listen. I come with headshots. I hope the YouTube. I'm not talking about no violence or anything. I'm just using this as an example. When I buzz, I don't take the shotgun approach. I take the sniper approach. Yeah, I come with headshots. I ain't got time to be trying. We gonna get this over with. Bam, that's it. Let's move on to the next. He out of there. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. I come with headshots. I don't know. I can't speak to nobody else. Me, I come for headshots. You know what I mean? I don't take no prisoners. I don't. What did he say? He say, Ron J said it was a clone. Anyways, man, y'all know what time it is, man. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor. And let's give a shout out to our other sponsor, IT Bail Bonds. Sitting in the county jail right now for child support, driving on a suspended license, or a missed court date? Don't even trip. I made one phone call to IT Bail Bonds, and they had me out the same day. No judgment, no games, just real people who move fast. If you or a loved one is locked up in the city of Tampa, call IT Bail Bonds at 813-231-2663. IT Bail Bonds is located at 6201 East Hillsborough Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33610. IT Bail Bonds. When freedom is on the line, call IT. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and look at this. Let's see. Let me drop these phone lines. There's a whole lot of shit we got. Let's see. We got Errol Spence walking. So what they doing? They interviewing Spence? Let's see what they doing over here. They happy to see the big fish, huh?
But I gotta ask you, what do you think of fight between Charlo and Floyd?
Hold on. Bro, you know the crazy part about it? Check this out. I'm gonna drop these phone lines. Everybody I talk to keep talking to me about, yeah, man, Bud coming back for this, he coming back for that. And they keep asking this man the same question. And he keep giving them the same answer. And I have people who not close to Bud, but they call and talk to me. Yeah, man, he coming back. He gonna do this and do that. And I'm hearing numbers like, matter of fact, I was talking to a brother today. He said, yeah, man, by 100, 200, 200, 200 million, $250 million, he gonna come back for that much amount of money. And I'm like, I mean, you trying to say Turk out of shit gonna pay this man $200 million? And I haven't heard anything from the primary source of information. The primary source. I haven't heard anything from the primary source of information who I talk to. Say that I'm being offered $200 million. Say that I'm being offered $250 million. Say that I'm being offered $150 million to fight Canelo. And I speak to the primary source of information all the time. There's a desire from Turki Al-Sheikh, Dana White, Max, because he works for Turki Al-Sheikh, so whatever Turkey want, that's what he want. Max Kellerman and Mike Covington, they kind of like the propaganda piece for Turk Al Sheik. You know, whoever you work for, you're going to be the propaganda piece for your boss. That's anybody. That's whether it's me, whether it's anybody in the chat. You work for somebody, you're going to do what they tell you to do if you want to continue to get the check. So they're pushing this and that. Well, Crawford ain't doing this, he did that. I'm like, well, if the dude can't sell, this how you know all this shit bullshit. If the dude ain't no draw, he can't sell, he boring, don't nobody want to see him fight, why is he still the subject of conversation? The dude that can't sell, that's not a draw, why is he still the subject of conversation? He don't retire. If he ain't a draw, y'all didn't like him, okay, he retired, he out y'all way. That's how you know ain't shit going on. True. That's how you know ain't shit going on. That's how you know. Ain't shit going on. Let me see. Hey, what you say? Hey, that time say, Coach, Bud gone. They don't have nobody to hate on. That man spending time with his family, with his kids. I told y'all when he retired, and I said, I'm happy that you retired, bro, because you get a chance to spend time with your kids. Because I've been around him. That's my main man. I know what his kids and his family, they sacrifice a lot for him to be, for them to give Bud to the world. You see what I'm saying? You know, you got people who never even thought about Omaha, Nebraska. As Hillary Clinton say, the middle America is the flyover states. That's considered the flyover state. You got people who had never even thought about Omaha, Nebraska. They all came to that city because of that one man. He was the one, the chosen one, right? I met Amari Hardwick in Omaha because he came to support Bud, Carissa Shields, Shakur there, a lot of different celebrities I met there. You get what I'm saying? Different places, all because of him. This man go to wrestling, WWE events, everybody talk, oh, that's Terence Crawford, that, this, that. You get what I'm saying? But these niggas online, I'm like, fam, okay, y'all say the nigga ain't this and that. Okay, he gone, he done. He out y'all way. 31 years as a pro, 31 years boxing. He been boxing for 31 years, since he was 7. And he fought pro for 17 years. Y'all say he ain't fought nobody? Fine. He fought everybody at the right time? Fine. Okay, he out the way. They still hating. True. Bro, check this out. He say, damn it, Coach Ron, he said they're running out of targets for their hate, Coach. Bud broke their hearts by retiring. Yeah, he broke their back twice. No, he broke their back 3 times. He broke their back when he beat Errol Spence. He broke their back when he beat Canelo, and he broke their back when he retired on top. True. He broke their back when he retired on top. Guess what? He don't gamble. He ain't got no gambling habits. He ain't buying no $20 million watches. He ain't trying to spend $200,000 at the Gucci store. He ain't doing none of that. He walk around like a regular dude. Y'all don't like that he gone. You didn't like him when he boxing, and then now he gone. You still like Bram, like, okay, y'all move on. Okay, maybe you can hate on Devin Haney some more. Maybe you can hate on Shakur. Find another black fighter to hate on. The dark-skinned brothers from Omaha, Nebraska, go find another black fighter to hate on. That's for you black coon. That's for you black coon boxing fans, and for you you racist white and Hispanic fans. Y'all find another black fighter to hate on. That black fighter is gone. Find another one to hate on. See, you can hate on Africa. You can hate on y'all can hate on Devin. You can hate on Devin Haney if you want to. Let's see, he used to it. You can hate on Shakur. You can hate on Keyshawn Davis. You can hate on Abdullah Mason. You can hate on doggone Jaleel Hackett. There's some more black fighters you can hate on. The one from Omaha gone. Y'all don't like Black Freezer. Black Freezer don't give a damn. If you know anything about Dragon Ball Z, Black Freezer ain't got no friends. Black Freezer don't give a fuck about nobody. So that's all I'm saying. Find another nigga to hate on. That's all. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Lady Shannon. I'm just listen. I listen. Shannon, I just tell her what God love. You know me, man. I'm shit. I just tell her what God love. Gotta call these niggas out on their hypocrisy. Phone lines.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. See some of these boxing fans, they take on the position of the establishment. They take on the position of Oscar De La Hoya, Mauricio Sulaiman. They feel that we should just stay in our place. I'ma just call it like it is, cause I'm not these other cool ass niggas that's online. You know, I don't. You know, that's not me. I'ma just call it like it is. They want a guy. They feel like you should just stay in your place. Do what we tell you. What? You retire when we tell you to retire. You don't leave when you want to leave. After fighting, Carla, hold on. After being a pro for 17 years, never having a close fight. Every fight you had, you won by knockout or unanimous decision. Nah, boy, you do what we tell you to do. Nah, them days over with, fam. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, Coach, real quick, man. Let me get this out the way before I forget. That Martin and versus Albright fight. Hey, them boys made a fan of me. All right. I just want to say that, bro. They fought their heart out. It was a great performance. Very competitive fight. And again, man, I was surprised that the way they fought hard, man. And I just want to give them their props, man. They did their thing, bro. You know,
yeah, that was a good fight, man.
They made a fan of me.
That was a good fight.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And another thing, real quick, Coach, that Hitchens and Duarte fight that was canceled. Real quick, I don't want to change the subject, man, but I'm gonna tell you this. I saw him, he was being interviewed, right? And he was mad like a motherfucker, bro. You can see and you can hear it in the tone of voice. He was saying that he waited 20 years for this opportunity. And when it came, he said, this motherfucker waited till the last day to tell me this shit. You know what I mean? And he said he went through hell to get here also.
Yeah.
But
yeah. You talking about Oscar Duarte?
Duarte.
Yeah. I felt bad for him.
He said that that's fucked up too. He got here late. It took him forever to get here, bro. He said he waited 20 years for this opportunity, bro. So he was told by I don't know what belt that they were fight for.
IBF.
Supposedly they were considering IBF. Yeah, they were considering stripping Hitchens for the fact that he just waited to the last minute to tell him that he's sick. You know, but Duarte was tight, man. And he said he saw the fear in that boy's eyes at the weigh-in. So, anyways, but real quick, Coach, look, man. I know you and everybody in this chat, you know, knows by now that I'm a true boxing fan. And I said that to say this. You know, I've been doing this a long time, and I don't remember the last time I fell asleep in a fight. I actually fell asleep, bro. I missed 4 straight rounds. And whenever I opened my eyes, I saw Ryan Garcia play with his food. So, Coach, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I went with Barrios, bro. You know, I thought that motherfucker was better than that.
Man, you went with Barrios?
For me, yeah, I did. Yes,
no. You ain't bet no money on him, did you?
No.
Okay.
I was just rooting for him.
Yeah.
Nah, but you know, I thought that Barrios is way better than Romero, but I guess I was wrong, man. I thought Romero was the worst champion out there, but Barrios is, bro.
Yeah, Barrios trash. Yeah, Barrios
that
trash.
That was a bad look, man. And to be honest, Coach, I know you like Joe Goosegg, and I like him too, bro. But I feel that they laid an egg. What do you think? Where does he go from now?
Oh, well, you know what? I didn't. I'm not going to lie to you. I did not hear, you know, the instructions that Joe Goosegg was giving. But I gave like I say Ryan Garcia gonna beat the dude, the roller. I mean, what the dude name he beat? Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios is trash.
Mario.
I say the only hope Mario Barrios have is Joe Goosen, because Joe Goosen used to train Ryan Garcia, so maybe he can give us some insight, and if he could follow the game plan that Joe Goosen put together to nullify Ryan Garcia's left hook. You know what I mean? But man, Joe Goosen, you know, like he ain't have no live dog in the race. Again, Joe Goosen, I didn't hear what he said, but Mario Barrios is trash, bro. Like Ryan Garcia showed the right cross. He was letting his right hand go. Something that he hasn't been doing for a little bit, but he let the right hand go. He was shooting his jab out there. He was hooking. He started hooking like in like the 5th round, the left hook, stuff like that. Then he started being redundant. Like he couldn't stop Mario Barrios. And when you are an elite fighter, if you are an elite fighter, right, and Ryan Garcia is being pegged as an elite fighter, you stop Mario Barrios. You don't go 12 with Mario Barrios if you are an elite fighter. You see what I'm saying? Now, unless you pillow fisted like a Shakur or something, that's, you know, or Devin Haney. Devin ain't now. If Devin Haney fight go 12 rounds to Mario Barrios, he ain't gonna stop him neither. To be fair, you know what I mean. But Ryan Garcia is looked upon as being, he got the fast left hook, he got the punching power. If he hits you going to sleep, and I'm like, man, that man was eating all that shit, bro. Even in the knockdown, he wasn't hurt. He didn't even look hurt in the knockdown. He stood back up. You know, it was like more of a flash knockdown. That's it. So.
Yeah, but you know, Garcia, you know, he showed more than a left hook Saturday night, but it's because of Barrios was helping him a lot. That motherfucker was not moving his head for shit. But anyways, that's the past. Coach, let me tell you, man, I think Ryan should fight Haney. You know, not only is the biggest fight to make for both fighters, but they need to settle this shit now. You feel me? To be honest, you know, I'm tired of some of these fighters, you know, milking their career, bro. And the time is now. If I'm Team Haney, I go after him quick. And I'll tell you why, Coach. That's because Ryan Garcia, he will lose his next fight, bro. So get him while he has a belt. You feel me? Get him now. Because any of these top guys, top 10, they will be Ryan. Ryan is a horrible fighter, man. The fact that he looked impressive the way he did, it was all Barrios, man. Barrios is really, truly, truly trash. And I'm putting him up there with Wilder. That's my call, bro.
Yeah.
From New York.
Salute, man. He bro, let me tell you something. Like me, like, I'm not getting the Holy Ghost. I'm not getting the Holy Ghost about Ryan Garcia, how good he look against Mario Barrios. You supposed to look good against Mario Barrios. That's what he's there for. Shout out to my main man, my brother, Mr. Tomato Can. You supposed to look good against him. That's Mario Barrios. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. All right, let's see what he's talking about.
I had to heal a little bit. You know, I had a lot of injuries with the right hand. So I had to master my left hook. But, you know, my right hand was working really good today to the 6th, 7th round. But all my knockouts.
Look at this shit here. Look at that.
With the right
look at that. What big happy family? Henry Garcia, Oscar De La Cruz. Look, they happy now, boy. Look at them. All the dudes with the WBC, Mauricio Sulaiman up there too. But they like, yes, we got it. We got the belt back. Yes, we got it. Boy, they so happy, boy. Boy, they happier than a sissy in the Diggling contest. True. Boy, they happy, boy. Ooh, Lord have mercy, boy. Look at them.
I just had to
yes, we did it. We got it. We got the belt.
With the right hand. So I had to master my left hook. But, you know, my right hand was working really good today to the 6th, 7th round. But all my knockouts.
Man, shit. Hey, Ramon. Man, come on, fam. Hey, hold on. Tim Brown, what Tim talking about? Tim talking about, man, what did Tim Bradley talking about? He talking about the Joe Goosen was paid off. Tim just started trying to talk some controversy, that's all.
Goosen, bro, how much did they pay you, dog? How much did they pay you, Goosen? For real, man. Damn, how you gonna sell out Barrios like that, bro? Barrio got boxing skills. You made this motherfucker look one-dimensional coming in. Oh, you gotta pressure him. No, bro, no. What did I say in the breakdown?
Man, Tim had too much faith in Barrios. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Jasper from ATL.
Jasper, ATL, talk to me, brother.
Yeah, I'll make it quick. So I seen the play a mile away, man. Here's the thing. Once I saw Barrios in the Pacquiao fight, yes, Barrios ain't nothing to get excited about. I know that. But I've seen Barrios and I know what he can do. I know his ceiling. When I saw him in that Pacquiao fight, I already knew they was preparing him. It was preparing him. He had to legitimize Pacquiao. That's what that fight was about. It was all about legitimizing Pacquiao. Okay? That worked because everybody, Pacquiao's back. Okay, cool. No problem. Next thing I know, that WBC was like, listen, we need to get this belt out of Barrios' hands. They did a backdoor deal with Barrios. Hey, listen, Ryan is a star. He's a young stud. We gonna cut you in on the back end. We gonna cut you on the back end. We need this belt in his hands. He's a stud. He looks good. He's gonna be great. He's gonna get us back on top. So listen, we gonna put this fight. No, we gonna make him. He don't deserve to be there, but we're going to put him in this title shot, okay, with you. Yeah. You're going to give this belt over to him, Barrios, okay? Make it believable. Unfortunately, Barrios didn't make it believable because, let me just tell you, even though I always think Ryan could beat Barrios, what Barrios showed me, no. He did a horrible job. When you look at the Albright fight and the Martins, those are two people, the will to win was there. When you look at the Clarissa Shields and franchise, Clarissa Shields was levels above Cruz, but guess what? You saw the will to win.
She just ain't had the skills.
Barrios didn't have. Yeah, Barrios had no will. This was literally he was paid. You're gonna get his belt over, and we about to bring the WC back. And that's how I saw the fight.
You might be right. You might be right.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. We ain't never seen Barrios look this bad, and no one's gonna make you believe that Ryan Garcia. Man, I done seen Barrios in some fights where it's like you knew his will alone. Kind of was like, oh, okay, he pulled that off.
He fought Tate Davis. He fought Tate Davis better than that. You know what? I didn't think about that until you said it. But when he fought Tate Davis, he did way better than when he fought Ryan Garcia.
Come on, man. Look, come on. I mean, so I saw the place in the Pacquiao. This is what it's about. And now guess what happens? Ryan Garcia, he's the perfect face. He has the WBC. Now guess what? You see how happy they look?
Oh,
look
man.
At Sulaiman.
Boy, they happy, boy.
Sulaiman he's revived, bro. Sulaiman is revived. He's happy, man. So that's the play I saw. But as far as all the fights, man, I personally believe Albright won that fight. I believe, he had Martin the wobbles, and I felt that was enough because the fight was close anyway. I felt like he could have gave it to Albright, but I'm not mad with the draw. And I personally believe that Gary Russell. I believe he lost that fight, but I thought it was a close fight. But Gary Russell needs to stay away from Shakur. He ain't ready for Shakur.
No, yeah.
And he probably will lose that Puello fight.
Hey, Jasper. You know what? You know what? I don't mean to interrupt you, but I said this the night of the fight. Once I saw that fight ended, I said, yeah, man. I say Shakur. I say Shakur. A beat. I'm not gonna say like whitewash him. I said, but yeah, he'll easily beat. Gary Antoine. But just me watching that fight, and I'm like, man, you know what, bro? Like, styles make fights. I will say that, but the way he was rushing in, and I'm like, he can't. He fought the same way. He fought the same way for the most part, and then the second half of the fight, I think once Andy Hiraoka, once he started fighting Gary fight. He started fighting like Sean Porter. He started coming in there with him, going to the body like he was on his ass. And then I saw Gary on the back foot the second half of the fight. I said, oh, he's trying to get somewhere.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I believe if Hiraoka had more time in the States, a little bit more time to settle in, get acclimated, I think it would have been bad news for Gary. But I don't think Gary would do good with boxers, movers, punchers. I don't think he'd do well with that. And I believe he will lose the Puello fight if he ever takes that again. But that's my call.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Jasper, man. Hey, ATL, stand up. Yeah, man. I'm like, man, you get what I'm saying? Like, man, some of these dudes, here it go right here. Here it go. So people asking me, somebody asked me earlier about Floyd Mayweather. What I think about Floyd and Manny Pacquiao fighting. I mean, you know, two old niggas fighting each other. What is there to talk about? I mean, two old niggas fighting each other in the rematch. When they fought 10 years ago? They fought 10 years ago, right? I mean, you know, I'm not getting excited about it. I mean, Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, great day, Mr. T.Y. from the East Coast. What's happening?
Man, Mr. T.Y., man, East Coast, talk to me.
Oh, man. So, I agree with the last caller. What champion only throws 6 punches in the 12th round? You know?
That fight was boring, bro. That's probably why it was boring, huh? It was boring, bro.
I mean, like, even if it was a point, say if Garcia was that good or he had that much power, why didn't Barrios at least evade? He literally walked up to Ryan and just put his guard up and let Ryan finish each round.
Yeah.
He let Ryan finish each round. And if he did throw punches, it was so telegraphed
and slow.
It was just all predictable.
Yeah.
And you know, they had to set up for Ryan whether he lost or whether he won. You know, say if Barrios was just like, you know, I'm not even going to pull back. I'm gonna beat this dude up. They would have gave Ryan the excuse of his mental illness. You know, they would have gave the excuse that he was betrayed by his coach, and Barrios had an excuse. Like, they had all the bases covered for Ryan, whether win or lose. And even after the so-called win, the celebration was corny. It just looked so fake. It looked so fake. And like the brother mentioned, how it was kind of set up the same way they did Lomachenko. They made Walters collect all the belts, sat him down for 2 years, and made him just kind of. Walters played with Lomachenko for 3 rounds. You could see in his face, like, Walters knew he could beat Lomachenko.
Who, Walters?
And then he just stopped after the 3rd round. Yeah, watch it again. Put it on mute.
What's Walter you talking about? I'm
played
trying
with
to.
Lomachenko for 3 rounds.
You say Walters.
He played with Lomachenko. Nicholas Walters.
Okay, yeah, I got to go back and look at it. Yeah, I'll go back and look at it.
Yeah, check and go look at his resume as well. His resume is incredible. Like I said, he cleaned up the division for Lomachenko. And then they sat him down for 2 years, and they made him hand the belt over. And that fight, Walters, I swear he looked like he was playing with Lomachenko. And then at the 4th round, he just stopped fighting. For 3 rounds, he just kind of let Lomachenko beat on him. And in the 6th round, he was like, I don't want to fight no more. Not that he was hurt. He was dazed. He was bruised. There was nothing. He just said, I don't want to fight no more. And we didn't hear from him since. I think he had 1 fight, and he's been off the radar. So, yeah, I think it's all staged. A Cinderella story for the steroid users.
Man, look, this man, bro, this what get me. This man turned pro. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ryan Garcia has been a pro for 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. He's been a pro for 10 years. This is the first time this man has won a title. Give me
one. You think he unified all 4 belts?
Listen,
the way they talking about him, you think he collected all 4 belts?
Give me one elite a fighter who's supposed to be elite. Well, elite, we talking about Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, Roy Jones, James Toney. Give me one elite fighters who are universally known as elite. No matter what weight division they're in, fighters who are universally known as elite. On Henry Armstrong's, from the beginning of time, Queensberry rules, which boxing started in the UK, Queensberry rules, all the way up until now. Can you give me one elite fighter that has been boxing for 10 years and have never won a major title?
Because he never beat no one elite. To be elite, you have to beat someone elite. It ain't about their popularity or your social media life or your hair grease. Or your dentures, you know, this nigga got teeth like what's it tips on
I gotta go back and look at that fight because I don't see several Lomachenko fights, bro.
Julia Roberts and Jim Carrey to me. Ryan Garcia looks like Julia Roberts and Jim Carrey's mix when I see him.
Well, you know, I ain't tripping on it. I mean, it's not. I don't have any outrage on. Again, I don't think much of Mario Barrios myself.
No, I
but
don't like him. I know he don't like so-called black people, and I don't like him. You know, fuck him.
Who you talking about, Mario Barrios? You talking about Ryan?
No, I'm talking about Mario. Salute to Mario Barrios. I'm talking about Ryan Steroids Garcia.
Yeah, I don't. Again, he got popped for Ostarine. I think y'all keep talking about steroids. He never got popped for steroids. He got popped for Ostarine. Steroids and Ostarine, two different things.
Ostarine is steroids light. Just like you got Bud Light and Bud, Miller Light and Miller.
Yeah,
it's steroids light. It's still.
I mean,
steroids.
it's a SARMs. It's a
energy.
SARMs though. It's not steroids though. It's two different things. That's what I'm trying to say. I get what you're saying.
With somebody who's not using it, and then the next week he is using it, he's going to be in the gym a little bit more. He's going to be able to lift a little bit more, but he's going to be able to perform a little bit longer in the gym. That's the only little bit of difference you need.
He looked a lot better.
A little more, or you have a little bit more energy.
To be honest with you,
steroids light. You probably don't build the super muscle mass, but it's an effect.
All right, but shout out to Mr. T.Y. East Coast stand up. Yeah, all right, I get your point. To be honest with you, Ryan Garcia looked a lot better against Mario Barrios than he did in the Devin Haney fight. If I'm gonna keep it a beam, shout out to let me see, who is he still here? I didn't know he was here. Let me see. Yeah, he probably ain't here no more. Hey, shout out, oh yeah, he's still here. Shout out to Reg. Reg, what's up, fam? Salute, fam. Shout out to Reg. He looked a lot better fighting Mario Barrios than he did Devin Haney fight. I've always said when he fought Devin Haney, I said Ryan Garcia didn't really look that good in the Devin Haney fight. The only rounds he won, I gave him the first round because he landed a big left hook. You got to give him that. He landed a bigger shot in the first round. He caught Debo Dev when he caught Devin Haney with the left hook in the first round. I was there, man. Matter of fact, my main man for Philip, me on Morrow, and another dude. Where he was from? I think he was from Harlem. It was a dude, me and his brother took a picture together, man. It was a white dude with some glasses, man. He was cool as fuck, man. He was like, yeah, coach, I watched the show. We were talking the shit. He was sitting behind me. And I had just got through, I was on the floor, just got through, I spoke to Rick Glaze, first time he met Rick Glaze at that time. And then, we were sitting there watching, and the first 20, the crowd, everybody expected Devin Haney to win. Everybody. It was like everybody was booing Ryan Garcia, this and that. And when Ryan Garcia landed that left hook on Devin Haney, it's like the crowd switched. It went from Haney, then Ryan. And like everybody was shocked. And then if you look at the first round, and I don't know what other rounds it was he dropped him in, because he dropped Devin Haney. Well, he was counted. I think they counted him for 3 knockdowns. But Devin had really got dropped like 4 or 5 times. But the ref was waving it off. He like, that wasn't no knockdown. And because Devin was trying to grab and hold, he like, that wasn't no knockdown. And he was falling to his knees and stuff. He was still dazed. I'll call, hold on. And the ref like, that wasn't no knockdown. I'm like, man, so, but them were the only rounds he looked good in. Outside of that, he was doing the booty roll. He was trying to do this. And then he turned his back on Devin, bending over like that, covering up, and Devin was punching him in the back, like he was hitting him right here on the side of the kidneys, and somebody even made a video on it where they were making squeaky noises. Like, look, Devin punching the man in the back, they're making squeaky noises. You know what I mean? So those are the only rounds he looked good in, the rounds he knocked him down, to be honest with you. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach Yamas, sir?
Yamas, talk to me, fam. Brooklyn.
What's going on, man? Yo, I just want to start off by saying, last night was a cool event with the women, man. I enjoyed that. I text you last night, if the guys came out like they come out, Paul, we'd be all right in boxing, man. Because them chicks, they did their thing, man. They both tried hard. They both tried to win. They both went all out. Another thing was, why is everything a conspiracy now, man? Like anything that happens in the world, like motherfuckers got a conspiracy about how it was rigged. This nigga took a job. Like everything, man. Politics. Trump did this to set up the files and this and that. And listen, man. The nigga got dropped in the first. And like, I'm gonna quote my man Teddy Atlas. He's like, niggas make silent agreements. Like, yo, I ain't gonna try to do nothing tonight. I'm gonna let you cruise to a decision, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just try to stay on my feet and not get knocked out. I've seen a lot of fights like that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He got hurt early, and he's gun shy.
Yeah.
But the Ryan dominated him, man. Like, yo, I might disagree with you a little on this. Is that, yo, Ryan looked fantastic to me, man. Very explosive.
You talking about against Mario Barrios?
Last night he was explosive, man.
You mean Saturday?
Like, he looked very quick. Huh?
Saturday night. Yeah. He looked good. I mean, he looked good, but
excuse me, Saturday night.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, he looked good in comparison to who he was fighting.
Right, but like I said, he got gun shy when he, that's mentally, that's crazy. When he gets dropped in the first, you just thinking, oh shit, I got 12 more of this. I'm gonna just try not to get my ass clean. You know what I'm saying? Fuck trying to win. Let me finish on my feet. That's what it seemed like to me, man. Like, I don't see no big conspiracy. Everything was set up for Ryan to win. If it was like that, man, he would have got the knockout, man. If you go in and take a dive, take a fucking dive, man.
See, brother, look.
Niggas ain't trying to sit there and watch you for 12 rounds.
See, brother, you don't understand, brother. See what it was. It was a scheme. See, brother, this is what you don't know, right? I don't know this, but I'm just making it up. So Mauricio Sulaiman, Oscar De La Hoya, Ryan and Ryan Garcia all met up before the fight. And we put this plan together. Yeah. They spoke to Al. Al was like, okay, look, he one of my fighters now. But what we going to do now, look, we're going to give you some money on the back end, on the low. Mario, we don't need you to fight. What we need you to do is go on out there and follow Ryan Garcia around. He was following him around, and Ryan Garcia was hitting him with everything in the kitchen sink, and he wasn't really throwing no punches back. Like you say, he probably got gunshot. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Yo, somebody in the chat, this shit has happened before. But yo, man, I don't see this happening here. This is a world championship fight. You know what I'm saying? The whole world's watching. And like I said, he got dropped early and he stopped trying, Like, everything ain't that complicated, man. You know what I'm saying? When you looking not to get stopped, you're not gonna engage and play defense, fight off your back foot.
That's true.
It's not that complicated.
That's true. It's
just not, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, in boxing, it's kind of like you got to agree to get knocked out. In other words, you got to try and make an effort to fight, or win the fight to get stopped. You know what I mean? A professional fighter.
Yeah, but see, y'all, man, check this out. When Mario Barrios fought Devin, when he fought Tank Davis, Tank, some would say he was winning that fight. It's just that what make people feel like that is a conspiracy is because it's not the fact that he lost to Ryan Garcia. It's the fact that he didn't even try to win. When he fought Tank, Tank was hitting him with some stuff, and he got knocked down. He got back up, and he was fighting Tank to the point to where Floyd Mayweather walked over to the corner and was saying and told Tank and he said, "Look, man, Tank, they got you down. You down on the unofficial scorecards. You're gonna have to stop them." And you get what I'm saying? So
I got something for you.
Yeah. So,
Yo, coach, excuse me, not to cut you off, but it just seemed like to me the knockdown discouraged him.
Mm-hmm.
Against Tank, he had some success.
Yeah.
And he tried to build a little momentum. I know what you're talking about. Floyd came to the corner, he said, "Yo, you down, man. I got something for you, Tank." And he came out, he took care of business, man. But I expected a better effort from Barrios than that. I agree 100% with that. And like I said, man, yo, I think you're having a fight party last night, but yo, that was
I mean,
I
fell asleep on the 5th round, bro. I was watching it, and it had just got kind of boring to me. I'm like, man, because I understood. Again, shout out to Franchon Cruz. She's 38 years old. She's almost 40. Clarissa Shields 30. Clarissa Shields, it has a lot of faster hands than these girls. So in the exchange, when you mid range like that, or close in the exchange, she gonna beat you to the points 9 times out of 10 because she's faster than these girls. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So in Franchon Cruz, that's her only way to win. She ain't got but one tool in the toolbox. She fight the same way. Franchon fight the same way. I love her, but she kind of she reminds me. She's like a female Derek Chisora. She kind of
like that. I like that.
She's like a female Derek Chisora to me, y'all. It's like okay, you know what I mean? So,
yo, I agree with that, man. That's a very, very good comparison, man. They there to fight, they come in to win, but they just don't have the speed and athleticism and explosiveness to compare with a young fighter like Carissa, man. You know, I'm gonna get up the line, man. I'm gonna join the show tonight. Peace and love.
Man, shout out to y'all, man. New York, stand up, man. Y'all stay warm up there. Yeah, I like Franchon, man. She, you know, man, she seems like she's a beautiful woman, man. Her and her husband, man. It's just that she's very limited. You get what I'm saying? She fight the same way. You get what I'm saying? So we know pretty much. All right, so people sending me stuff on Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, right? So both of these dudes need money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. Both of them need money. You get what I'm saying? And both of them need money. So, you know, it is what it is. I get it. You get what I'm saying? They like, you know. I had one guy asking me. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? Derek from Florida.
Derek, talk to me.
Yeah. Speaking of Christian Shield, Coach, to be honest with you, I didn't even want that fight. I didn't like that fight anyway. I mean, I like Auntie Cruz. I call her Auntie Cruz. I don't know about y'all, cause you know she's not in her prime anymore. You know, she's a mother, good like good like that. I call her Auntie Cruz. I want to see her fight. She basically green. That the young, hungry. She got skills. You feel me? And I feel like she's a threat. So you feel me? I didn't even like that fight. I didn't even know why she rematched her. Cause I already know she was gonna win. Cause I thought she was gonna stop her. In my opinion, before the fight, I said she was gonna stop her. You know, that was my opinion on that. But she beat her. You know, she did her thing. But now I want to see her on green because she been calling for that fight. Cause I'm telling you, she basically been calling for that, and then she was acting like she don't hear her. But she wanted that smoke though, for real. Yeah, she wanted that smoke though. And the other fight for Ryan Garcia and Barrios, yeah, that fight was like a one-sided win. Barrios too slow, no footwork. You know what I'm saying? He's just a basic fighter. Like shit, Rory would knock his. I think Rory would knock him out. Barrios right now they fight. Rory probably knocked him out. So yeah, but it was a good fight card too, cause Russell, the Frank Martin too. You know, it was a good card. So it was good. Watch party was funny because I was drunk too. You had me rolling, Coach. What was the shit that what's the nigga that Russell fought? What's the nigga that Russell fought?
You talking about Hiraoka? Yeah, Hiraoka, yeah.
Yeah, but he had me crying because when he low ball Russell, you have said, damn, he went under the net.
Yeah, he went under.
Crying, bro. Yeah, he low balled bad. I was like, Coach said, damn, he went under the net. He like he punching like, you know how you punch a nigga like forward with a dick at his shit like forward. That nigga went under like he curved. I said, damn, bro. I don't know. I can recover from that shit, boy. If that was me, I would have been called that fight off, boy. I don't know how I recovered from that, boy.
No, it wasn't intentional. He wasn't trying to do it. It was just that at the time he threw the uppercut. I know. Russell had I don't know what the hell he did. He kind of like dipped down or some shit. I don't know what the hell it was, but he caught me up.
I feel the replay. I said, oh my God. But yeah, though, cool. Yeah, that's my call. But that shit was funny when you said that shit.
All right, salute, fam.
But yeah.
Shout out to Derek, man. Yeah. FLA stand up, man. So somebody asked me, right? I have to explain this because I don't explain this 1,000 times on this show. And so when you hear broke people, when you hear rich people going broke, and I got to explain this to people who are not rich, right? I'm not rich, but I got to explain it to those who are not rich. And I tell you, there's a difference between rich people broke and poor people broke. Most of us will fall in the poor category, including myself, right? You can make 6 figures a year. I make 6 figures, but I still will be looked upon as poor in comparison to someone like a Floyd Mayweather. He's generating more money. So let me show y'all the difference, right? Because I got to show this to these dudes. Cause they don't. What you mean he broke? He ain't broke, man. You hating? Okay, let's break this down. Like it's somebody slow. Anyways, just hit a quick AI search to tell you that. And then these are the sources that you can go to. It's 5 different sources right here. Broke for rich people generally means a temporary lack of liquidity. Liquid meaning money, right? Floyd Mayweather said it. Over leveraged assets. Let's say you owe a whole lot of money, but you ain't got enough. You know what I mean? You over leveraged assets, stuff like that. You got a lot of money. You don't put your assets up as collateral, and it's one thing go wrong, you fuck, right? Or a high stress Meaning, you know what high stress is? High stress, high expensive lifestyle they cannot maintain. High stress, high expensive lifestyle, meaning you spend so much money. Let's say you only generate in your retirement $10 million a year. But you're living a $9 million or $10 million a year lifestyle. You are in a high stress, high expensive lifestyle. I don't think no one will disagree that Floyd Mayweather lives a high expensive lifestyle. The way he spend money. So going broke is when you have more money going out as well than coming in. So let's look at this one more time. Look at it one more time. Broke for rich people generally means a temporary lack of liquidity, over leveraged assets, or a high stress, high expensive lifestyle they cannot maintain. Whereas being poor represents a consistent lack of resources, assets, and money to meet basic needs, which rich people may be broke due to poor financial decisions or cash flow issues. They often retain the ability to generate wealth, whereas being poor often implies a lack of means to acquire wealth. So do we understand what that means? This for all you flow-mos who slow. Nigga, you hate Floyd ain't going broke. You don't know what going broke mean for rich people. I tell you time and time again, there's a difference between rich people broke and poor people broke. When you say you broke, nigga, you broke. You ain't got nothing. You can't fly. See, Floyd can still fly a private jet. He can still live in his mansion. He can still own his cars. But he got more money going out than coming in. And he got a lot of debts. When you got a lot of assets, you have a lot of debts. So his debt to income ratio is upside down. So why is he coming back? He going broke. He got to fight to keep that lifestyle up. True. I hope you understand it. For those who don't, I'm talking about this is only directly to those who don't understand. Just a simple Google search help you out. Don't everybody believe in Google? Y'all believe in Google, right?
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Okay, just Google it. That's all. Google rich people broke versus. Hold on, matter of fact, hey, shout out to Ramon. Ramon, let me show him this here, Ramon, because they don't know. Just Google right here. Rich people broke versus poor people broke. There's a video that come with it. And here it go right here. That's all I'm saying there. Let's go to AI mode. Let's take it to AI mode. In the world of finance, rich and broke aren't just about the numbers in their bank account. They are often defined by mindset, liquidity, and sustainability. Oh, let me go ahead. I got to break this down because ain't nobody doing this but me, right? So I got to do this because a lot of people need to be educated. Carla, hold on. So the situational difference, it's a situational difference. Rich, broke, liquid. A person who has a high net worth, assets like real estate, stocks, or businesses, but lacks cash flow, they might be asset rich, cash poor. Perfect example of being asset rich, cash poor was Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson owned a lot of shit, but he spent a lot of money. He was spending money like crazy. You get what I'm saying? So he was asset rich, cash poor. But you know, he owned the catalogs, all that shit. He had a lot of assets, but he was spending money like crazy. Okay, there we go right there. It say they might be asset rich, cash poor, meaning they have millions on paper, but can't easily buy a sandwich because their money is tied up. Poor people broke is insolvent. Look up the word insolvent. A person with low income and few to no assets. Sorry about that. They are broke. Their broke status is usually a constant struggle for basic needs like food and rent rather than a temporary lack of cash. You learned this on Coach Malachi. For those who didn't know. For those who keep asking this crazy question. Carla, what's your name? Where you call it from?
Please, what's happening? Yo, it's Mr. T.Y. again, man. Real quick, in the boxing news, I just heard that Devin offered Ryan a fight. He said he's going to do the fight next, even though I don't think he should ever fight that sucker again. But hey, if you got to smoke his boots, smoke his boots. But I'm hearing Ryan is turning it down and prefers Shakur at 144. So again, I think it's hype. I think your boy's gonna either try to fight I think he's gonna use Shakur as a springboard to fight nobody. He's gonna end up fighting the bum next just to keep his hype up and hope Shakur fights somebody dangerous and eliminates himself. And he's just gonna ride the wave until he can find the proper bag. But that's just my little sport thing I just kind of came across. And a good point on the broke and poor thing. I had the conversation the other day, but you broke it down to a science.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Mr. TY, man. Hey, thank you, brother, for calling back, man. I appreciate you. East Coast, stand up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You know, I had to break that down because a lot of people like these flow modes is crazy. Like they go to talking about, bro. Listen, put it this way. Let's say you work on a job and you work for 25 years or whatever, right? 20 years, and you retire. You have your pension, you have your retirement, and you live in New York. You left socialist New York, where y'all paying all the goddamn taxes and y'all new mayor, y'all voted for that, so good luck with that. And you come to Florida, and you say, you know what? I just want to just live in the sunshine in Florida and, deal with the seagulls and the palm trees and, just hang out in Florida, right? And guess what? You in retirement and guess what? Your retirement funds are getting low. The money that you have set aside for retirement and is not live up to your lifestyle. Because when you're in retirement, you're on a set income. So as long as you live within your means, you good. Your money will last you throughout so many years. When you don't live within your means, you got to find a way to generate more money. So if you're a fighter, what do? You got to come back and start fighting again. Because all you know how to do is box. So I know I can come back. And because of my name, say I got to generate more money because I got IRS suing me. I got a lot of debt. My debt to income ratio is upside down. I got a lot of debt. And I got a lifestyle that I'm trying to keep up. I got to keep you motherfuckers worshiping me because I'm rich. I got to show y'all I bought a $20 million watch, which you probably didn't buy, but I got to show y'all I bought 50 more cars. I got to show y'all I bought another private jet. I got to keep up with this image that I put out there so y'all can continue to worship me because of my wealth. True. That's it. That's all it is. Did you get what I'm saying? Listen, that's all it is. And that's why you had this.
How in 36 months, of course, with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
Just in real estate.
I got you.
And I'm heavy in real estate. I'm real heavy in real estate. Even though, I got my own liquid, if that means cash. For those, I break it down in layman's terms. Even though I got a lot of cash, OPM.
Okay.
OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very important for y'all to make sure y'all keep y'all credit right.
Talk to us about
very important.
Yeah, another thing too, if you living off of credit, he just said some shit. But I'm gonna tell y'all the downside of that. If you constantly using other people's money to finance your lifestyle, you gotta pay that back. Let's say you living on the max of your credit limit. Because I went to commercial finance school in Albany, New York, right? Called CCTG, right? CCTG in Albany, New York. Albany is the capital of New York, right? And in the world of finance, you got three things the banks look for when you need a loan. They want to know what to do. It's called the 3 C's. Credit, it's called the three-legged bar stool. 3 C's. Credit, collateral, and cash flow. I taught y'all that over here. For those who don't know. I was the first one. I started teaching that. Credit, collateral, cash flow. I got my certificate and everything. I graduated from CCTG, my all of that, right? I went to commercial finance school to become a financial broker, right? Credit, collateral, cash flow. When you go to the bank and you're trying to get a loan, You better know what they're asking you. You better know what you need in order to get that loan. Because some people say, oh, man, they don't want to give me no loan because I'm black. Nah, that ain't it. You're trying to conflate what happened in the past to what's going on now. These people, I'm telling you, these people don't give a fuck about that skin color shit in the bank. You know what they give a fuck about? Do you qualify? It's 3 things you got to have in order to get a loan from the bank. And depending on how strong these 3 things are, will determine how much money you're going to be able to get from them. If you got strong credit, if you ain't got good credit, but you got collateral, what assets you have? Oh, I got a house paid for. I got 20 cars paid for. I got, why they want to know you have collateral? Because if we give you a loan, we want you to use your collateral as leverage. Why do we use the collateral as leverage? Because if you motherfucker default in this loan, we going to take all this shit. We going to take your assets. They want to know if you got, so if your credit good, your credit history tell those lending institutions a lot. Do you have assets, credit, collateral? Some you can have collateral or cash flow. You got cash flow, you can use your cash flow as collateral as well. I know. Learn the 3 C's. Credit, collateral, cash flow. If you want to get a loan from a bank, when you go to the bank, before you even apply for a loan, find out what is it that they are looking for. What are your qualifications for me to get a loan? What are you looking for? And once they tell you what they're looking for, your job is to make sure that you do all of the things that they are looking for. So when you go in there, it's an automatic yes when you get the loan. True. That's it. Has nothing to do with black or white. Literally. You want to know how I know? Because they gave me $100,000. A black man from Florida, they gave me $100,000. Line of credit. LOC. A business line of credit. They gave me $50,000 cash, and they gave me other $50,000 credit in credit cards under my business. Literally. I had, at that time, I had like this was 10 years ago. I had like my Equifax was like 751. My TransUnion credit score was like 780, and my Experian was like 760 something. Anything over 750 is perfect credit. Man, I walked in there, man. Them white folks gave me $100,000. I thought it was a setup. Cause my homeboy, my homeboy worked at a bank. He was a lender. He worked at a bank. And he told me, look, and banks have different financial programs that you don't know about. The average consumer don't know nothing about these different financial programs that the banks know that where you can go in there and get money. You don't know about the programs they offer. But tell you what I know. Different lending programs, different banks have different lending programs, and they have different requirements and qualifications. The average person in society don't even know about this here. Because they don't publicize it. Now, if you're a revolutionary, it's your own thing. You see it black and white. Like someone like a Dr. Umar, well, they're not going to give me this to help black boys, and this and that, and yada, 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 yada. And I'm like, oh, this nigga just. Nah, they ain't gonna give you no in there because you're a revolutionary. I'm a revolutionary. And my name is Dr. Ifatunde. Dr. Ifatunde. You know, I'm from Fort Philadelphia. I'm the Prince of Pan-Africanism. And because I'm a prince, you know, I'm trying to build a school for black boys. And what I need is, I need $10 million. I need $10 million to open up a school for black boys. And if you don't give it to me, it's because you're racist against me. Nah, that ain't it. And guess what? I used to believe that shit. Bro, let me tell you something. When I was a revolutionary, I used to believe that. I honestly thought because I was black, the bank ain't gonna get me there because I'm black, because they systemically racist against me. I used to believe this, and they gave me $100,000. Wow. True. It totally changed my whole thought. I was so scared when they gave me the money. And guess what? It was a white woman, and it was a white woman and a Hispanic dude that did it. She said, Mr. Williams, is there anything else you need? I say, I thought it was a setup. She said, Mr. Williams, is there anything else you need? No. Okay, let me get this straight. So you giving me a $50,000 line of cash credit? Yes. Where do you want us to put the money? You got a business account with us. Do you want us to put the money in your account? I said, I can put it all in the account now? Yeah, you put it all in the account if you want to. Yeah. Mark, yes, transfer. How much you okay, I get the whole 50 yeah. We gave him $50,000 line of credit. Interest, it was an interest only credit line. I'll break that down to y'all. Well, I'll talk about this later. Yeah, just put the money in this account. Okay, Mr. Williams, anything else you need? Yeah, so can I take some money out of that account? Yeah, it's your money. Yeah, it's your money. You just gotta pay me. Whatever you take out, you gotta make payments on the money. Now it's an interest only payment, meaning that you'll never be able to pay down the principal. Just every month, whatever you borrow, you gotta pay interest on whatever you borrow. So if I take $50,000 out right now cash and walk out, we'll give you a check for it. But she said, yeah, you can do whatever. Yeah, it's your money. And guess what, Mr. Williams? I said, what's that? And we're gonna give you since you have a business with us, we're going to give you a $50,000 on credit card, a Visa. What? Business credit? Yeah, we're gonna give you that too, bro. So I told her, the lady, I say, yeah, let me get cause I had some property I wanted to buy, right? I had some real estate I wanted to invest in. And I said, yeah, let me get a cashier's check for $25,000. I think it was 25 or 30, something like that. She said, okay. Mark, give him a cashier's check. Give him a cashier's check. I said, that's it. She said, yeah, that's it. Anything else? I said, no, I'm good. So, I'm leaving. Listen, I'm leaving the bank. I'm on the highway going back home. I thought the feds, bro, I was paranoid, dog. Fam. I was paranoid. I thought the feds was after me. I'm driving on the highway. I'm going down 75. No, I'm going down 75. And I'm like, I'm looking back. I thought it was a marked car behind me. I said, oh man, god damn, this nigga don't set me. I thought my homeboy had don't set me up for the feds. You know what I mean? Oh man, he cracker, man, they trying to jam a nigga up, man. I got all these cracker money, man. God, I'm doing all this. Because you gotta understand, I was programmed to believe all this crazy shit. Cause I came up how I came up. Car turned off. I get home. I'm shaking like a leaf in the middle of a hurricane. Looking at the check, looking out the window. Bro, I was paranoid. I'm looking out the window. Man, these crackers finna kick the door in, man. God damn, the feds coming. Man, I ain't trying to go back to the feds. All these motherfuckers finna MC him. Man, look here, man. I called my homeboy. I'm shaking. He say, you got the money? I say, man, I got the money, man. I say, man, but look here, man. God damn, I don't know about this here, man. You show this good? He said, yeah, man, it's good. He laughing at me. Yeah, man, it's good, man. I quite a few, I told you about they got the program. Yeah, I told you. I'm shaking like a leaf in the middle of a hurricane, right? It took about a week for me to realize it wasn't a scam. I don't call the bank a couple of times. I'm thinking the Fed's gonna set me up. No, with none of that. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Fuck what another nigga talking about. I'm telling you from experience. Make sure your credit good. Make sure you find out whichever bank you going to, find out what the qualifications are and meet those requirements. And them crackers gonna give you anything. And I ain't gonna say they're gonna give you anything you want. They gonna give you whatever you can qualify for. Black folks and a lot of poor people don't know that. We don't know that. There's a lot of shit I believe I was wrong about, bro. So anyway, but back to boxing. That's another story for another day. Let's go over here. Yeah, let's go over it. You know what I mean? Y'all know I be going off this. I know y'all want to hear boxing, so you get what I'm saying. I got to set up another channel because I got to set up a channel for grown folks. I got to set up something called non-boxing. Cause I don't like being in the boxer. I don't like being in this boxing box. I need to do some non-boxing. That's what I need to do. Shout out to the Real McCoy. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said this is the other reason why I subscribe to your channel. He said the first is when you was talking about Neely Fuller Jr. and the real Cole. Yeah. Real Black Cole. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, you did. So, you know, I'm just saying, I'm telling you from what I experienced. I ain't telling you what I heard from nobody else. A nigga can't tell me a motherfucking thing because it happened to me. I still got some of the paperwork. Yeah, tell you. You know what I mean?
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I gotta do that. I gotta do that because, you know, I mean, to be fair, because this boxing shit is, it's, you know, entertainment, we laugh, kick it, all that stuff there, but that's about it. You're gonna get a gun emoji, nigga gonna fan out for his favorite fighter, suck him up digitally, he let him hit him from the back digitally, all that stuff there, but when it comes to real life issues, nah, that's my field of expertise, real life issues. I tell you shit that I've experienced, telling what I know. Hey, what it say? Kuba Curry said, do a pop-up later, coach. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that on the pop-ups. You're right about that. I'm gonna do that on the pop-ups. I do that on the pop-ups. Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie. Miss Connie, what's going on? I do that on the pop-ups. You get what I'm saying? Because this shit right here. Now, as it relates to Ryan Garcia, as it relates to Floyd Mayweather, because I'm seeing right here, Mike Coppinger, blow this up. Let's go to Mike Coppinger. Ain't that some shit? Mike Coppinger, they talk all that shit about Floyd. They talk all that shit about Bud, but oh boy, Turk Island Sheik got look at that. Look at that. Richard, hold on, let me show y'all. My bad. I thought y'all saw this. Hey, look at this here. Look at it. Y'all look. Look, somebody finna get knocked out. Look. Okay, we got my main man, Dougie Fisher. Y'all ran him off the block. I met Dougie in LA. Shout out to Steve Kim. Rick Reno, I met him. Met him in Omaha. Of course, I know Ish, one of the best agents in the game, sports agents in the game from North Carolina. Ishmael Henson, this dude here beats this Bud right-hand man. This dude make the world go round for Bud. Bud got a real good team. This dude right here, they got a good team over there. Y'all know who this is. He don't need to be, he don't need to be. I don't need to mention his name, but Terence Bud Crawford. We got the Turk Al-Sheik, the head saying nigga in charge. We got Cinnamon right here, Cinnamon, you know what I mean? But he got a taste of Black Freezer, got his ass whooped. We got Richard Schaefer. This guy right here sold out Oscar De La Hoya for Al Heyman, backdoored him, allowed all the contracts that expired. He allowed Al to take the fighters. Well, Al didn't steal the fighters. The fighters were managed. They was under Al Heyman's management. He managed them and all that stuff there. And then, the contracts expired and he started PBC and took them, right? And then we have, Mike Coppinger, right? He just happy just to get a check. So that's what it is. That's what it is. I'm not a part of that circle. As you guys can see, I'm over here. You know what I mean? So I'm not a part of that circle. But anyways, shout out, hey Ramon, what's happening, fam? Let's see what Mike Coppinger talking about. All right, we already knew this fight was happening. Inoue versus Nakatani. I'm picking Inoue in this fight. Two Japanese fighting each other. Now, Nakatani got a hell of a trainer now. He got a hell of a trainer, man. His trainer, my guy. I forgot the brother name, man. Damn, I forgot his name. Old school Mexican guy, man. Trainer. I forgot his name, man. But he cool dude, man. He cool. I interviewed him and everything. He good dude, man. I forgot his name. My mind don't went blank. Yeah. So say Bleacher Report, Mayweather Jr. versus Pacquiao is expected to take place September in Las Vegas in the Sphere, and it's going to be on Netflix. Netflix is going to get all the big major fights. I'm going to tell you why. Because you can fight on Netflix. What happened is when you fight on Netflix buy the rights to the content. So they may say, you know what? We want to buy that content. We're going to own the rights to it. Even though you're a fighter, you don't own your masters. I have to relay it to the music industry. Yeah, you might be a multi-platinum selling recording artist, but the record label own your masters. In boxing, all of your fights is content. All of your fights is content. So you may generate money, get paid that one time or whatever residuals that you may have worked out for that particular fight. But the promotional company own all the content. That's why you see, like with Top Rank, they still showing old Hagler videos, old Hagler fights, or George Foreman fights, or Ray Leonard, or whatever the case may be. Ray Leonard don't own the rights to his fights. Top Rank does. Right? Hagler don't own the rights to his fights. Top Rank does. You know? And just whoever. So that's pretty much what that is. So when you find a nigga 50 years old, two motherfuckers damn near 50 coming back out of retirement to fight each other, you know, they doing it for a reason. Both of these dudes, from what I'm hearing, having money problems. Man, Pacquiao gave all his shit away, from what I'm hearing. He gave all his money away. Helping everybody, the poor and this and that. Helping, you blowing your money on the poor, your ass gonna be poor. Anyways. Let's see. Let's see. Nakatani. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Live on Netflix. Let me retweet that. Let's see what the people talking about. Let's see. This was part one. Super ready for part two. Yeah, this is going to be easy for Floyd. This is going to be easy work for Floyd. Both are around the same age, so. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty much it right here. This is, now, let me retweet this. This is it right here. Floyd done pulled up in his rolling wheelchair. And Manny Pacquiao done pulled up in an old school wheelchair. Floyd got an electric wheelchair, so you know what I mean? So he got a little bit more money. And Manny Pacquiao, you get this pretty much what this is right here. This is the fight right here. This is. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's it right there. You get what I'm saying? So we gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Look at that. Hold on. They're showing another one. Mayweather versus Pacquiao. I gotta retweet this one too. This shit funny than the ball. And guess what? These old motherfuckers is still able to generate money. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, old as they as long as they fight each other, they can generate more money than any active fighter right now. Now, well, you know what? It depends on how much money Netflix is paid for the rights of the fight. I don't know. I gotta rethink that now, because it depends on how much they pay for the rights of the fight. Now, I'm not listening to nothing no Flomos tell me. I don't want to hear nothing about what you heard or sources say, rumored reports. Because I'm gonna hear shit. Well, Floyd getting $200 million for this fight, and Pacquiao getting $50. You see what I'm saying, Flo? Because these Flomos just make up shit, just like they did with Tank. Tank, remember when Tank was scheduled to fight Jake Paul? What the Tank and Maniacs were saying? Man, Tank ain't paid $100 million, $150 million. Who ain't gonna fight Jake for $150 million? I said the man ain't getting paid nowhere near that. Y'all making this shit up. And then Mike Carpenter put out there, well, you know, Tank getting $40 million and Jake Paul getting $60. No, but they get another $160 million on the back end. True. Boy, these niggas is slow. You get what I'm saying?
After my God, I respected you. After my God. I respected you. After my God, after my God.
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on, for the nigga pass out. Take the picture, please pass out.
Yeah, get him before he pass out.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah.
He needs air. He needs air. Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the picture.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to take a lot to do it. All right, why you pushing?
Don't worry about it. Come on, I got you, all right?
Yeah, man, you know who them promo Lord. Y'all, listen, you know what? You know somebody noticed? I have effectively pissed off every boxing fan in boxing. I just noticed that. The Ryan Garcia fans don't like me. I don't give a fuck. Canelo fans don't like me. I don't give a fuck. Floyd fans don't like me. I really don't give a fuck. Let's see. Who else? Ryan Garcia, Floyd, Tank fans don't like me. I damn sure don't give a fuck. Let's see. Who else? Haney fans don't like me. I don't give a fuck. Shakur fans don't like me. I don't give a fuck. It's a whole bunch of these guys that the fan base don't like me. And guess what? I don't give a fuck.
True.
Yeah, I don't care nothing about that shit, fam. I know y'all know me. I don't give a damn. Y'all niggas be man shit. Anyway, let me let y'all see this right here. This here, we gonna add to this tomorrow. We're gonna add to this tomorrow. 13 commandments of the boxing gods. Commandment number 1, thou shalt not talk boxing without facts. We care nothing about your emotions, sir. Commandment number 2, thou shalt not cap for promotional companies, networks, or promoters. I like Oscar. Yeah, I don't like Dana White. We don't care now about super boxing. We like Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. Okay, when I watched boxing, we didn't care nothing about no promotional companies. We cared about the fights. In today's times, these niggas are fans of promoters and promotional companies.
True.
Yeah. So we're gonna modify. We're gonna do some amendments to the commandments, and we're gonna add some things. I'm gonna see what you guys want to add to it. We're gonna add some things to it because it's time to amend it. Gotta add some more shit to it, right? Anyways, there should not cap for promotional companies, networks, or promoters. Commandment number 3, there should not be a manager or promoter of any fighter. My fighter getting 150 million. What you getting? Sir, you are living in the projects of Baltimore. Nigga, I don't look at the poverty rate and the crime rate in Baltimore. You niggas is broke and ain't got no money and going to jail. Man, sit your ass down somewhere.
True.
And I'm talking about the ones who live in Baltimore who fit that description. If you don't fit that description, don't get mad at me. And if you do get mad, I don't give a damn. I'm just telling what God loves. Get your feelings out of it, nigga. Anyways, commandment number 4, there shall not pocket watches a fighter's money. My fighter got more money than your fighter. Commandment number 5, there shall not get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter. You know, we just saw after my God, I respected you. Commandment number 6, there shall not criticize a fighter for cherry picking when your favorite fighter is cherry picking.
True.
Commandment number 7, thou shalt not threaten people on YouTube if they disagree with you. Yeah, coach, you better now come to the fight. You better now come to New York. You better now come to Dallas. You better now come to Vegas. You better now come to Houston. You better now come to such and such. Nigga, I've been to all them places.
True.
Anyways, commandment number 8, thou shalt not speak with double standards and hypocrisy when it comes to your favorite fighter. Commandment number 9, thou shall only have permission to be a fanboy of an old school fighter. This is the only exception. I had to give some wiggle room. If it's an old school retired fighter, you want to be a fanboy of him, no problem. I can't trip on that. I can't trip on that. Now, if it's a modern fighter that's currently fighting, dog, please do not play the thong song when your favorite fighter come on. Nigga, don't pull up on me telling me what you like and you don't like what I said. I don't give a fuck about what you like and what you like and what you don't like what I said. You voluntarily brought your ass over here, came and listened to me. Nigga, you can voluntarily leave. Shit.
True.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. Let's see. Commandment number 10, thou shalt not race bait to push a personal narrative. We don't do the race bait. We just call it like it is. Commandment number 11, thou shalt not have a victimhood mentality. Deontay Wilder is a perfect example of that. You don't understand this. Me and my peoples, we've been going through this here for years. He cheated me. I didn't lose to him. Okay, well, okay. Wow, what are you talking about? You don't understand. Look at his gloves. You said you had proof and evidence that Tyson Fury did all these things. You ain't showed the proof yet. I did shows the proof. Look at the videos. You just don't want to see. It's in your face, but you don't want to see it. No, it ain't that I don't want to see it. It's the fact that you haven't showed it.
True.
Okay, let's finish up right here. Thou shalt not have a victimhood mentality. That's wild. Thou shalt not play the race card where you don't get your way. So if a motherfucker whoop your ass, it ain't just because he was white and the system conspired against you. Maybe it was because you just wasn't good enough and that dude whoop your ass. Being black doesn't automatically guarantee you a victory when you fighting a non-black fighter. Melanin in your skin does not automatically mean that you're going to win before you step in the ring. If boxing is about skills, it's not about skin complexion. Now, if a fight is thrown or whatever, that's something different. But I'm saying if it's just everything on an up and up fair, even playing field, because Joe Calzaghe whooped a lot of them, whooped quite a few mofos. Rocky Marciano whooped some. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Just got to throw that out there, right? You know, a lot of motherfuckers think because I'm melanated, I'm just going to win the fight. No, don't work that way. And the commandment number 13, thou shalt not make excuses. Hold on. Commandment number 13, where we at? Thou shalt not make excuses for your fighter if he get his ass whipped. Now she went in, he really ain't lose. She went happy was. Let's see. He ate a whole head cheese sandwich before the fight. It wasn't him, it was a clone. He ate Mike Tyson, gave him some edibles. His baby mama gave him something that made him sleepy in the locker room. He had a car accident. He had Cadillac surgery on both eye, on one eye, and he was sleepy. He had a high altitude sickness. Yeah, all of that. Let's give everybody a round of applause. I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Hey, shout out to Mika. Mika, what's going on? You got, it is what it is. We gotta sit back. We gotta add some more stuff to the commandments. Only reason we ain't doing it right now because it's getting late. I don't want to hold people too long. So I probably do a pop up. I ain't did a pop up in a while. We need to do that. You get what I'm saying? I just want to be able to do that, man, and say all praises due to Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
No, man, my fight ain't lose. What happened was he got hair grease in his eyes.
And what happened? I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, like when you sweating and things like that, and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. I just got my hair done 2 days ago.
Swing the women's guard.
I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. And she put grease in my shit. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. And she put grease in my shit. I just got my hair done. 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 Why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Like, this is real facts. Why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. It burnt my eyes. Like, this is real facts. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done 2 days ago.
Yeah, again, okay, we don't got them excuses now. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear about no hair grease, hair, all that shit. No, we ain't doing that, dog. Again, I'm team for the other side. Again, I'm part of the, it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We're going to give everybody a shout out. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to Lady Shan. Okay. Shout out to Mika. Okay. Shout out to Willie Sumner. What's up, fam? Okay. Shout out to Bishop Bullwinkle. Okay. Highlight Space. Okay. Hollow Davis. Let's see. Shout out to who else we got in the building, man? Shout out to Ryan. I see one nigga in the other chat crying. This nigga is crying. Ooh, this dude over in the other chat, Boss McCall Malachi, he cried. Oh Lord have mercy, boy. Nigga, cry me a river. You is on the wrong channel, sir. Anyways, let's see. Let's go back over here. Let's see what we got. Shout out to Ramon, my main man, Ramon. Who else we got in the building, man? We got Ramon. We got Green Eyes P. Chris Legg in the building. Shout out to I guess he's trying to say it's Mick Boogie. It's Mick Boogie. What's going on? Damn it, Coach Ron St. Louis, stand up. Speaking of St. Louis, shout out to my sister Felicia Williams. Can't forget about my sister I think she's from Long Island, the lovely Akila. Hey, shout out to Nick Rich, man. I spoke to Nick Rich today. Shout out to Ramon. Shout out to G Daddy. We got Green Eyes P. The lovely Miss Connie. Can't forget about Schoolo X-Man. G5 from the Bronx. On the Boogie Down. Shout out to who else we got in the building? Daniel, my main man Daniel from H-Town. Who else we got? We got Daniel from H-Town. We got my main man Jamie from Brooklyn. Yarmus from Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the house. Shout out to Brooklyn. Who else we got, man? We got shout out to my main man Damien, man, from B-More, Baltimore, stand up. No, I pissed off a couple of Tank fans, but it is what it is. What's new? Oh, let's see. Oh, let's see. We got Yamis. We got shout out to Mitchell. Who else we got in the building, man? We got Jamie. We got D4Well. I bet you can't do it like me. Let's see who else we got in the building, man. My main man, let's see. Amber Cole, what's up? H-Town T. Shout out to Mo T in the building. Who else we got? Let's give a shout out to some of the phone callers. We got my main man. We got Jamie from New York. Jasper from the ATL. Mr. TY from the East Coast. We got Yarmus from Brooklyn. And my main man, Derek from the FLA, Florida. Anyway, hey, she said, who over here crying? He not a moderator. I see a dude over there crying. Nigga over there. Yeah, dog, you don't understand, dog. What it is? I'm like, look, fam, I do not want to hear this goddamn crying right now, fam. You too old to be crying. Shout out to the lovely Keisha. I didn't know Keisha Bless was here. Oh, and my main man, the one and only Mr. Ham. Shout out to Clinton. And guess what? I'm gonna give everybody else a shout out right after these messages. You dig? Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. We're gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna do a pop-up because we ain't did a pop-up in a while, bro. It is. Shout out to Silvestri. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Big John Doe. What up, Doe? Big John Doe in the building. Who else? Who is this right here? We got my main man, Bossa and Reggie Owens. Shout out to Lady Shan. She in the building as well. My sister Lisa Bells. The lovely Akila building, man. I think I got everybody. Schoolo X-Man, my main man, Schoolo. Let's see. Shout out to Mr. Bori. To everybody on X. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. I'm gonna start back. I'm gonna try Facebook again. It's crazy. It ain't, bro. It ain't like we be over here threatening people. No one be doing it. They be tripping, man. They be tripping about these live streams. They be telling me my live streams be too long too. They say they be too long. I'm like, nah, but you know what? I know what it is. My bad. I use StreamYard. And I simulcast using StreamYard. What Instagram wants you to do, they want you to live stream directly from your account. They don't want you live streaming from a third-party software connected to your account. That's so when you live stream in one location, people can see you a different location. Because I was live streaming on Twitch, I was live streaming on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and two of my different YouTube channels. And I had to cut back on two because it was just always seemed like it was an issue. True. Hey, man, I catch you guys on the next one, man. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. Much love to the family, man. I get at y'all.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.